Drew Albaugh alongside manager of the Walla Walla Suites, Colby Waterlow, for another edition of Countdown with Colby. 2 straight against the Elks, 3 straight in general. 4 of your last 5, the Suites are rolling.
There we go. Yeah, it's been a good turnaround. You know, we came into the All-Star break talking about losing 5 of 6. And, and now here we are, kind of putting some good games together. Obviously a great start to this series for us against Bend to win the series in the first 2 after getting swept by them on the road. So it's huge to kind of answer back and throw some punches back here with the chance to sweep here at Borleske.
Going back all the way to the Corvallis Knights series where you get swept, that's really where the gauntlet kind of started, and the Suites have stayed afloat right around that 500 mark, and you put yourself in a great position for a playoff push. How do you finish out this gauntlet? You know, it's still a Barry series coming up, and then you travel and you got 9 games in 9 days.
Yeah, it's gonna, I think we're just part of the way through the gauntlet,
Right.
I don't think we're not quite seeing the light at the end of the tunnel yet as far as the test here to end the regular season.
Yeah.
But I do think we take it one game at a time. That's what we're doing a good job of right now is coming out, trying to put our best effort out there, one game at a time, one pitch at a time, not looking too far ahead, not dwelling on what's happened in the past or, where could we have been had this gone differently for us. There's nothing you can control in that situation. So doing a good job coming out, putting up a good fight, battling back in some of these games, making it a little interesting last night to end the game. But at the end of the day, we get the job done. A win is a win, and I'm proud of the effort that the guys are putting in every day.
Yeah, it's good for the fan base. Keep them in it, keep them right there. Speaking of the fan base, I haven't seen a playoff game from the Suites since 2019. Does that go through your mind at all, kind of trying to give these fans who have been day in and day out something to cheer for?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, ever since I got this, was fortunate enough to get in this position as a head coach, and that's something I've kind of put a lot of stock in personally. Just trying to build a roster to coach these guys up, to try to inspire an effort that the fans can get excited about and the fans can be proud of. And, when we go on the road, are we representing the Walla Walla Valley in a way that I would like us to? And I think so many people in this community would like us to. And I think we've done exactly that. And so, yeah, that's definitely been something that's maybe been on my mind personally, a little bit more maybe than some of the other guys. Obviously, almost all of our guys, it's their first summer in Walla Walla, outside of a few of them. And so, I think the doing it for the fans and doing what we can, I think has a little more ties to maybe myself and maybe our coaching staff. But, I think the guys are really buying in. They're feeling the support. They're seeing the support they're getting when they come out to the ballpark. And so I would not put it past any of these guys. These guys all feel the exact same way about trying to get a playoff game on this field in front of these fans.
Yesterday was obviously a great game, but it was also a sad day. Tanner Kern leaves. He's the guy that, comes at the very start. Everyone kind of gravitates towards. Remember our first bus ride, he's yelling back, "Who wants to play Among Us?" and stuff like that. Just a guy that really lifts the mood. Also on the baseball field, a West Coast League All-Star, finished the season hitting over 300. How do you kind of fill those gaps, and what do you want to say about Tanner?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Tanner was an incredible asset to this team. It was a blast having him around. It's sad to see him go here before the end of this thing. I know he's going to be cheering us on from back at home, and so obviously a bummer to see him go. That's the unfortunate reality of summer baseball today, and so we continue to move forward. We've brought in some pieces to kind of help in positionally and with what we're doing. Chris Tesaurus being a left-handed bat, kind of that power guy from the left side, kind of filling in a little bit of that void that we had with Tanner leaving. Positionally, a first baseman, corner outfield type. We've seen Nikhil Beasley playing some first base as well, and a place that I think Nikhil's been a great, pleasant surprise at first base, and the way he's defended it, as his bat's gotten going, it's given us a lot of options to get him into the lineup, which has been huge. So, bummed to see guys go as their summer comes to an end for various reasons, but the grind and the focus remains. Hey, how can we continue to field a competitive ball club, put our best lineup out there that gives us a chance to win the game?
Yeah, I mentioned a guy like Nikhil, knock on wood, he only hasn't been a competent defender. He's been a plus defender up until this point over at first. Look across the diamond, Esteban Olazaba over at third base. I think he jumped 40 inches in the air on that line drive to left. One of the most sure-handed defenders I personally ever seen. How huge is it that now he's heading towards the top? The lineup comes in and gives this team a little bit of a spark.
Yeah, Zaba's been great. He's an exciting player. He brings a lot of energy.
Yeah.
He brings a great presence with what he does on the field. It's we were talking as a coaching staff mid-game. It's you look at him at third base or on that left side of the infield, and he's stalking the baseball as it's coming into the hitting zone. He's ready. He wants the ball to be hit to him. he wants the opportunity to go make a play, and man, he's made a couple of plays going to both sides.
Took one away from T there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I wish. Hey, that's the right read, right? Him coming across, able to cut that angle off, and yeah, that's an excellent play. That's not a play that every third baseman is able to make. And I also think about the backhand on the chopper hit down the line, and he's able to plant and rifle one across the diamond. And so, yeah, he's been a very welcomed addition to the infield. He's exciting. The guys are rallying behind him. He's a guy that guys get excited to see have success out there, and so it's been fun to have him around.
You mentioned that killer's mentality. You hear it a lot at the dish, not necessarily out on the field defensively. How huge is it that I want the baseball to come to me? I'm not scared. I'm going to go get it.
Yeah, it's one thing to anticipate and say, hey, if the ball's hit to me, where am I going to go? That's step number one, but now the second step is, hey, I want that baseball hit in my direction. I want the opportunity to make a play. Runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Like, let the ball come to me. Let me finish this inning and get us back in the dugout on offense. And so, it's something that you can try to instill from a mentality and from a coaching standpoint, but it's really an inherent thing that guys kind of have, or it's something that they need to work on. And so, it's great having guys in the infield that play that way. We want guys all over the field. We want 7 guys behind our pitcher that feel that exact same way of, and I want the baseball hit to me. When it does, I'm going to make the most of my opportunity, do it for the boys, and help us get a win.
When you look at yesterday's ball game, one guy really stuck out to me. Jacob Courtney comes out, runners on second and third, nobody out, and he gets 3 straight. Yeah. How huge is that for him, who's been recovering from an injury, goes 2 2/3 innings, that matches a season best. For a guy that's been working so hard, takes longer for his arm to recover, to go out there and not only contribute, but arguably that was the difference in that ball game.
Yeah, I know. I think you hit it on the head. I do think that Courtney's outing yesterday was extremely pivotal in us getting the win in that game. I was extremely excited to see that for Court. He's a guy that works hard. He's a guy that, like you're saying, he his body fights back at times, but for him to come out, have an extended inning like that, to throw strong for 2 2/3, to do more than we really could have asked him to do on the mound, and that was awesome to see. I know it's big for him and his confidence, and he's going to be a guy that we rely on. When he's up and ready to go, he's going to be a guy that coming down the stretch is going to be really important to his success. So I think when he's good, our pitching staff is better, and we saw that yesterday.
A guy like Nakoa comes in for just the 1 out. His arm feeling good still?
Oh yeah, no, he's doing great. That was a strategic. Hey, we had him ready to go, and it wasn't looking like we were going to need him. We were just going to get it to Fiddy in the 9th, and we end up coming in to pick up that last third for Court, and Koa does all that we could have needed from him. That's a management thing, trying to keep him low, coming off a pretty long pitch count in his last outing at Marion. So, not run him out there for too long now, and now I would not be surprised to see him back up during this homestand on the mound for the Sweets.
Sometimes all you need is that one big out.
Yeah.
All right, looking at Owen Estabrook yesterday, he hits the big home run. Does get pulled. Anything to go with that, or is that just some strategic?
Yeah, just player management and doing what we need to do to make sure guys are in the best position to have success, not only on any given night, but also as we push into these last 2 weeks. We've got a lot of games coming up. We've gotten hardly any rest, on the schedule. And so making some decisions like that get some guys off their feet, that maybe split some games up so that, the burden and the physically any things like that up. Physical toll isn't as high is something that our coaching staff is going to evaluate. So maybe look to strategically use it, at times with certain guys. So nothing too crazy. Just a decision we made, and give him time to make sure he keeps his legs underneath him as we make final stretch.
How about that home run though?
Yeah,
a little bat flip down the first base line.
Big swing. He was glad to see it go out, because he was gonna feel like a jerk if it didn't.
Yeah, exactly. And it just snuck over. It looked like it was way gone. It did just get over the wall there. 365 feet. There you go.
All right. It looked deeper than that.
I know.
I was no doubter off.
It was a no doubter.
Pretty. I think relatively calm wind last night.
Yeah,
you don't get
for sure.
The help,
the Borleske wind out towards the
out into the sails.
So you mentioned the short rest, the 9-game stretch coming up. We've mentioned that guys are leaving the team, but on the flip side of the coin, that's happening everywhere around the West Coast League. That's not Sweet specific. If anything, the Sweets have done a great job at kind of keeping that main cluster together. How do you take advantage of that when you look across the West Coast League and goes, those guys, we're tired. Those guys are even more.
Yeah, right. I think everyone is, the guys that find themselves on a roster here in the WCL coming down the stretch, or all that's really happening is guys are getting asked to do more. It's guys are tired, but the expectation and the hey, can you give us another inning? Can you give us one more out? Hey, can you give us one more day in the fields? Things like that those are the conversations that are happening all over the league, and so it's great for us to have those guys that have been around, that have gotten their feet underneath them, gotten into a rhythm here with the Sweets, and able to kind of play the game of giving them strategic rest versus, hey, we're trying to put you in there for as many games as you can until you break down, and then we gotta get you out. And so we're doing what we need to do to keep our depth that allows us to get guys days off and not to be reliant on just 2 or 3 guys in a certain spot or in a certain part of the field. And so it's been a grind, and it's a continual work in progress, but I've been happy with what we've been able to do. I've been happy with the way guys have stepped up, and guys are moving around positionally a little bit and giving guys breaks here and there. And you're going to see Billy Staldeferri at shortstop tonight. First time all summer, right? A guy who's been here for a while, but he's a guy with tools to play there in the middle infield, so going to give him a run there, and and see if we can move some guys around, and just see how many options we can create for our position players on the field to get bats in the lineup, because it's a necessity if you want to win.
Yeah, all about balancing that risk reward, right? No one has that crystal ball, but just trying to do the best they can. Look at Wenatchee released like an SOS, we need pitchers thing. I mean, it's going across the entire West Coast League, so it's kind of just how you respond. All right, Coach, last question before we move into our question of the day. This game is obviously pivotal, game number 3 against the Elks, but you do win 2 of 3, and there's a huge series coming up against the Marion Berries, who are that last team looking in. Not necessarily like a quote-unquote punt today, but do you look at it as we need to be rested for these next 3 games after today?
I think we're playing the game ahead of us to win. We still have a game against a team that is gonna, if we lose tonight, they jump us back in the standings, right? And we find ourselves back in 4th place. And I would love to take care of business tonight, distance ourselves with the Elks, maybe get some help from our sister team down the street, the Yakima, the Pippins, and see if
got done yesterday.
Yeah, see they get the job done. Can they do that again? And we find ourselves in an even better spot. It's you're starting to add up the wins and losses and see where a win here and a loss here, how does what kind of advantage does that give you? And so I think we're looking to take care of business tonight. Yeah, we're going to be smart and want to make sure that we don't go into game 1 of tomorrow's series on running on fumes, but at the same time, it's I think we're gonna find a good balance between obviously don't have to compete to win the game we have in front of us, but giving guys the day that need it so that they're ready to go tomorrow.
All about balance, right?
That's right.
There you go. All right, this leads us to our question of the day with manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Waterlow. Coach, I'm gonna give you 5 baseball feelings, and you're not gonna know which one's gonna come next, and you're gonna have to rank them 1 through 5. Okay.
Okay.
So you know how it works?
Yeah.
So I give you one. Just pick a number.
Okay, yeah.
All right, the first one, it'll be a nice and simple one. You're on the mound, you get a big strikeout.
Just a big strikeout, like just generic, like
let's put like the Courtney strikeout yesterday with 1 gone, and you get the strikeout, and now there's 2 outs with runners on 2nd and 3rd. You're not out of the woods, but it's a big strikeout.
I'll put that right in the middle. I think that's 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
Next one, getting hit by a pitch. You get on base.
Yeah, right.
But you're getting hit by just hit the shoulder from the shoulder.
I'll say 4.
4? Okay. How about this? Hitting a home run. Not 4th inning. It's not a walk-off or anything, but giving a homer's a homer, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go 2.
Number 2.
Yeah. So
okay.
Leaving number 1 and number 5.
We'll have to see. All right. What do you think's coming up?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
No.
All right. This is getting thrown out of the ball game.
Oh man.
Again, another one's kind of like.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be kind of cool. You haven't gone thrown out yet.
Not yet. No.
On the other side, there's probably a call that didn't go your way. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 5 because of the new fine system in the baseball.
You don't got that bread for it?
We can't be affording that.
All right, I think you're going to be glad you saved this last one. Hitting a walk-off to end the game.
Number 1.
Number 1. That's like,
let's go.
That's exactly. And I didn't change the list. That was where I was going to go with.
Sweet.
So there you go.
I think we nailed it.
Getting hit by a pitch, number 4. I mean, 5 getting thrown out. I mean, you can't really draw that up any better.
Yeah.
Can't drop the start to the homestand any better either. 2 straight. Today, a chance to sweep the Bend Elks right after the Elks in early July swept the Sweets. Could be some sweet revenge. Who knows? Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. Go Sweets.
Welcome into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh on the mic, your play-by-play broadcaster for all 9 innings as the Sweets take on the Elks. Game number 3, the series finale. Walla Walla, a chance to sweep Bend. After an early July, the Elks actually swept the Sweets back over in Bend. Here in Walla Walla, it's been a completely different story. A couple of one-run ball game wins for the Sweets. And Isaac Allen takes over on the hill, the starting pitcher for the Sweets. Here in game number 3, righty arm out of Seattle University. Not his first rodeo with Walla Walla, hasn't been here the entire season either. His first start came back on June 21st against the Yakima Valley Pippins. He goes 5 innings, no earned runs. Since then, it's been a little bit more rocky. Against the Elks back on July 1st, gives up 8 earned in 3 2/3. His most recent outing against the Black Bears gives up 4 total runs. 2 of those are earned in 5 innings pitched. Sporting a 4.73 ERA as he leans in and gets the sign from Isaiah Chacon behind the plate. The first pitch hits the inner third with a strike. Jack Lafitte, 0-1. Comes set, at the belt, kicks and deals. Downstairs. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hallam working with that 4-seam fastball. Sits in the low 90s. That just clocked in at 89 miles an hour as he comes set at the belt yet again. 1-1 deal. Slice left side, foul. Count runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The incoming sophomore out on the hill, needing to give the Sweets a big start. Walla Walla now ahead of the Elks in the standings, but it's just by a half a game. Does that increase, or does the Elks catapult the Sweets yet again? The 1-2. Swing and a foul tip, just gets a piece of it. And we'll stay put, 1 ball and 2 strikes. On deck for the Elks, Jace Miller. In the hole, batting third, Makoa Sniffen, your first 3 batters. Batting fourth, Ryan Vandenbrink. Batting fifth, Matt Dobson. Teddy Tokheim, batting 6th. Pitch on the way. Popped up, back behind the plate, and out of play. Count stays put at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Batting 7th, Brody Batove over in left field. Diego Castellanos in straightaway center, batting 8th. And rounding out the lineup, the speedy shortstop, Benji Solano. Hallam set at the belt yet again. From the stretch, the 1-2. Spins high with the curveball, and the count evens up at 2-2. Hallam goes from the stretch, whether there's runners on base or not, as he leans in. Delivers. Chopped left side, foul ball. A battle from Lafitte, and we'll do it again on 2-2. The Elks wearing gold jerseys with the black and gold pinstripe pants. Lafitte steps back. On the other side, the Sweets, and they're all whites. Dark blue navy caps with the Sweet Lou Walla Walla mascot on the front. Wind howling out towards left field on a blue skies day here in Walla Walla. 2 balls and 2 strikes, no outs, no score. Top of the first. Lafitte giving a battle to Isaac Hallam, who comes set at the chest. Whips his right arm around the pitch. Swing and gets another piece of it, and we'll do it again. A lengthy first at bat, making Hallam work for it. Once again, Hallam set. 2-2. Laced to left, Scaldeferi pounces on it. Backhand play, the throw to first, picked off by Beasley in time, out 1. Nikhil Beasley, primarily listed as a catcher. We've been seeing him more as a first baseman the last week or so. Has not made an error yet, of course, knock on wood. Making picks left and right over at first. And there's one gone. Up steps Jace Miller. Chacon behind the plate gives the sign. Set. The righties deal. Flared out towards right field. Guile runs under it and makes the play on a slide for out 2. 2 gone. No score top of the first between the Sweets and the Elks. Nobody on base. Up steps Makoa Sniffin. Righty bat hitting .308 on the season. Set. First pitch. Hits the top of the zone with a breaking ball at 79 miles an hour. First strike 1. Defensively for the Sweets, starting in the outfield, over in left, Chris Tesaurus. Pitch on the way. Yanked off the plate, ball 1. His first time in the outfield, first time playing defense for the Sweets this whole season, albeit just in his 3rd game, but was designated hitter in game 1 and 2 against the Elks. Straightaway center, Tristan Schaefer. Guile and right, the pitch. Clobbered out towards center field. Schaefer ranges back, camps, and makes the play for out 3. Esteban Olazaba over at third. Billy Scaldaferri at short. Nate Stuyvesant at second base. Nikhil Beasley at first. And Isaiah Chacon behind the plate. Bottom of the first on the other side. No score. A 1-2-3 top of the first inning. Just how you draw it up. Sweets trying to scratch the scoreboard first right after this break on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh on the mic. In the bottom of the first inning, no score between the Sweets and the Elks. It was an easy 1-2-3 inning as Isaac Hollum worked through the top of the lineup for the Elks. Gunnar Giles steps in, the lefty bat out of Arizona University, facing off against Dom Gastino. Listed as the opener for the Elks. Comes set. Pitch on the way. Fastball misses up and away at 86 miles an hour. 1 ball and no strikes. Casino working with a 10.96 ERA in 10 2/3 innings pitched. Set, kicks and deals. Another one misses away. Goes back to the heater, 2 balls and no strikes. On deck, Esteban Olazaba. Batting third, Billy Scaldaferri. Playing shortstop today for the first time this entire season. 2-0. Misses away, make it 3 balls and no strikes. Back-to-back-to-back fastballs all miss outside. Batting fourth, Dom Cadiz as the designated hitter. Batting fifth, Nikhil Beasley. 3-0. Another one whistles away. Ball four, a 4-pitch walk to open the bottom of the first. Guile reaches first base, and Esteban Olazaba steps in. Isaiah Chacon batting sixth at catcher. Nate Stuyvesant batting seventh over at second. Chris Tesaurus in left field batting eighth, and Tristan Schaefer rounding out the lineup in center field batting ninth. Olazaba steps in, searching for his first hit in a Sweets jersey. 0 for 3 in this series, his first series with the Walla Walla Sweets. Facing off against Gustino, the pitch. Guile takes off, the throw over to second base, runs up the line, ahead for a slide, and he's safe. Vandenbrink misses his throw from home. Solano covering the bag had to range over to his left to just keep it in play, as that ball had a potential to get out into center field. Guile now at second base. Sweets go ahead run over at second. Scoreline still 0-0 here in the bottom of the first. Nobody out. Gustino set at the chest. The 1-0. Up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Defensively for the Elks, over in the outfield, Brody Beethoven left, Diego Castellanos in straightaway center, Jace Miller back in the lineup, over in right field. Gustino set again, this time at the belt. 2-0, the pitch. Over the heart of the plate with a breaking ball. 2 balls and 1 strike, the very first strike of the game for Gustino. Over at the hot corner, playing in at the cut of the grass, Jack Lafitte, Benji Solano, and Matt Dobson over at short and second. Makoa Sniffen at first. The 2-1 on the way. Laced on the ground, up the middle, ranging to his left, Solano. He loses it on the ground for a moment, then picks it up and throws to first. Makoa Sniffen squeezes for out number 1. Guile ranges to third, though. So with 1 gone, up steps Billy Scaldaferri. Go-ahead run 90 feet away. Billy Scaldaferri batting .267 on the season as he swings his all-gray bat around, plastered by his bright red batting gloves. First pitch on the way. Down low, ball 1. Scaldaferri working with the torpedo bat, one of a couple guys with that larger barrel more towards the handles. The 1-0. Is crushed out towards left field, gets down in front of Brody Beethoven. Gunnar Guile strolls and touches home plate. Billy Scaldaferri comes through with an RBI single, and the Sweets on top 1-0 over the Elks here in the bottom of the first. Well, the Sweets wasted no time. On top 1-0. In yesterday's ball game, it was the Elks that struck first, at one point up 3-1 before the Sweets rallied. Ended up winning 6-5. The throw goes back to first base. Scaldaferri dives back safely. Ryan Vandenbrink behind the plate, giving the signs to Gustino. Takes a peek over at first yet again. Now comes set. The pitch to Dom Cadiz. Curveball drips in for strike 1. That started at the head of Cadiz before falling down into the top third of the strike zone. 0-1. Wind blowing out towards left field. You can see all 50 stars and 13 stripes on the American flag in straightaway center as the throw goes over to first. Scaldaferri dives back safely yet again. Not much wind in the last 2 games. A touch to start the ball game yesterday, but it subsided around the 4th or 5th inning. Pitch on the way is flared right side out of play. 0-2. Dom Cadiz with 8 home runs on the year. That leads the Sweets. Also leads the Sweets in batting average, hitting .353. Scaldaferri a lead at first. Righties deal. Popped up. This is going to stay in the infield. Left side, Benji Solano ranges and makes the play at the cut of the grass, high above his head. Out 2. Dom Cadiz is now 3 for his last 17. At one point, Cadiz was hitting well above 400. A little bit of a cold stretch the last week or so. Up steps Nikhil Beasley. Batting .286 on the season from the right side. Scalafari, a lead at first. 2 outs, the pitch. Misses low and inside. Vandenbrink slides to his left, makes the stop for ball number 1. Fans continue to stream on in down the right field line. A beautiful day for baseball. Temperatures were up at 90s, now just high 80s, the pitch. Squeezes up and in for ball 2. When I first arrived here at the ballpark, 94 degrees, and it felt hot, but I'll tell you what. A couple weeks ago when we were pushing triple digits, the difference that 6 degrees make is rather significant, the 2-0. Tails away with an off-speed pitch. Nikhil Beasley watches 3 straight misses. Steps back in. All white batting gloves, plastered against his black bat. 2 outs, the 3-0. Misses up and in, ball 4. He twirls his bomb bat over towards the dugout, and there's 2 on. Nikhil Beasley, that's actually not his bat. Using what seems to be Isaiah Chacon's bat as he picks up the exact same wood. Nikhil Beasley, as the orange juice goes down right behind home plate. A man holding 6 or 7 jugs of orange juice just got tipped over. Now it's out in front of behind home plate. 2 outs, the pitch to Isaiah Chacon on the way with 2 on. Misses inside, the ball gets past Ryan Vandenbrink. Nikhil Beasley gets to second. Scalafari at third. What I was going to say before the orange juice disaster of 2025 happened, Nikhil Beasley broke his bat in game number 3 against the Marion Berries. It was the go-ahead RBI, a little splinter ground ball infield single that scored a run. 2 outs, the 1-0. Misses low with a fastball, 2 balls and no strikes. Sweets on top, 1-0 over the Elks. Bottom of the first inning. And Jeff Brown, pitching coach for the Elks, is going to stroll out and talk it up with Dom Gastino and catcher Ryan Vandenbrink. I talked to Nikhil Beasley about breaking his bat. You know, I was just saying, hey, at least you got a base hit. And he was like, yeah, it still sucks. These bats, he told me his was north of $250. It also was, it was good to look at because there's so many bats that are just all black, maybe, you know, all white or an oak color, and those are great, but his was a beautiful orange that turned into gray. There's not many bats like that that break the mold. Beasley's did. Say that in past tense because it is now firewood. What can you do? Beasley over at second base. Scalafari at third. The pitching meeting ends out on the hill. As we resume action, Dom Gastino leans in and gets the sign from Vandenbrink, facing off against Isaiah Chacon. 2 outs, 2 balls and no strikes. Sweets on top, 1-0, bottom of the first. The pitch on the way. Right down Main Street with a heater. 2-1. Chacon pinwheels his bat. Now rests it on his left shoulder. Has the righty-lefty matchup. 2-1. Hits the outer edge. Just gets the call. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Goes with another fastball. We've seen Gastino go primarily heaters here in the bottom of the first. With 2 on. Beasley takes his lead at second. Scalafari at third. The 2-2. Misses away. So the count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Infield, standard depth. The outfield shaded a touch to the right. Nate Stuyvesant on deck. Gastino set at the belt from the stretch. The payoff. Curveball spins away for ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Nate Stuyvesant. A golden opportunity for the Sweets. 2 outs, have already scraped across 1 run, but no lead is safe, especially a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. The Sweets gotta add on. Set at the chest, the pitch. High fly ball out towards left field. Fighting the sun over in left and ranging in, Batov makes the play at his chest. Out 3. On 1 pitch, Stuyvesant skies to left. The Sweets leave 3 runners on 2 base hits. Do scrape 1 run across, no errors. We hit the top of the second on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. First pitch on the way. Misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Ryan Vandenbrink. Here in the top of the second inning, Sweets on top 1-0 over the Elks. Leaves the bases loaded in the bottom of the first, but do get 1 across. You win some, you lose some. Set at the belt. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ryan Vandenbrink. Batting 4th. Behind the plate today for the Elks, hitting .208 on the season. Set. 1-1. Curves in for strike 2. Goes with the 12-6 curveball. Vandenbrink behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hallam leans in and gets the sign from Isaiah Chacon. Set. The 1-2 deal. Wave and a miss. Strike 3. The first K of the game for Isaac Hallam. Down goes Vandenbrink. Up steps Matt Dobson. Dobson batting from the right side. Playing second base today. Hitting .338 on the year. With nobody on. 1 out. Sweets on top 1-0. Here in the top of the second. Leans back and is ready for the first pitch on the way from Isaac Hallam. Scrapes the outer edge with an 89-mile-per-hour fastball, 0-1. Set. 0-1. Gets to the top of the zone with another curveball, strike 2. We've seen Hallam go primarily with the high 80s, low 90s four-seam, mixing in with that 12-6 curve. Let's see what he goes to here ahead 0-2. The pitch. Goes with the heater and it's tapped off the plate, foul. Dobson just gets a piece of it. We'll do it again on 0-2. Out of Cal State Bakersfield, the incoming junior. A handlebar mustache. One of the best facial hairs on the diamond, that's for sure. Set. From the stretch, the 0-2. Wave and a miss, strike 3, a curveball in the dirt. Chacon throws to first base in time, out 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Isaac Hallam. 5 up, 5 down to begin the game here for Hallam. And up steps Teddy Tokine. Tokine batting from the right side, facing off against the righty Hallam. See, twirls his all black bat around, plastered by his white batting gloves. The first pitch on the way. Creeps over the outer edge with a breaking ball, strike 1. Working quickly, he's feeling it. Set, kicks and deals. Popped up, straightaway center field, shallow. Racing under it, second baseman Nate Stuyvesant makes the play at the cut of the grass in time for out 3. Another 1-2-3 top frame. We hit the bottom of the second inning. 6 up, 6 down for Hallam. Sweets on top 1-0. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
In the bottom of the second inning, Sweets on top 1-0 over the Elks. Up steps Chris Tesoris, the lefty bat, over in left field today for Walla Walla, his first time out on the field. This entire season was designated hitter in his first 2 games with the Sweets, in Game 1 and Game 2 against the Elks. Gustino comes set at the chest, now lowers his glove to the belt, the pitch. Curveball misses way up and outside, 1-0. An uncompetitive first pitch with nobody out, nobody on. Sweets on top 1-0. Bottom of the second frame, Gustino set. Righty's deal. Hits the bottom third with a fastball. Count evens up 1-1. On deck, Tristan Schaefer, the 9-hole hitter, and then the lineup turns around with Gunnar Guile. Gustino nods his head. Set. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Offers at a fastball on the outer edge. Strike 2. Sweets on top 1-0. Played a run in the bottom of the first frame. Did leave the bases loaded, though. The 1-2. A high chopper over towards right. Sniffin snares it at his chest and makes the play as he stomps on his bag for out number 1. Tristan Schaefer steps in, batting .077 on the season. Just his second base hit of the year came in yesterday's ball game, where he goes 1 for 2. The speedy right-handed bat, always a threat on the base paths. One of the most sure-handed defenders the Sweets have. Playing out in straightaway center. The first pitch misses high, 1-0. Comes set yet again as he swivels his torso, the 1-0. Right back up the middle on the ground, and it gets through into the outfield. Castellanos comes up with the baseball in straightaway center. Schaefer stops at first, and the Sweets have themselves a base hit. With the lineup turning around, Gunnar Guile steps in from the left side.
Go for RBI. Now batting. Well, right, number 4, Gunnar Guile.
Guile walked his last time up, came around to score. Sweets on top, 1-0. The throw goes over to first base. Schaefer dives back with that attack. Here in the bottom of the second frame, Gustino takes another look over towards first and comes set. The first pitch to Guile. Misses low in the dirt. Schaefer takes off. The throw over to second base. Slide, no tag, and he's in there with a stolen bag. Runner in scoring position now. Gunnar Guile a base hit away for potentially putting the Sweets on top 2-0. Ahead 1-0. Gustino dangles his arm at his right hip like a pendulum. Kicks and deals. Spins away with a curveball, 2 balls and no strikes. Just Schaefer's third stolen base of the year now. He did take over a month off with the team in the middle of the season. 2-0. Rip to right, gets down in the outfield. Jace Miller comes up with the baseball. Schaefer stops at third. Miller now falls in the outfield. The throw in, not in time. Now the cutoff goes over to second base. The ball slowly trickles into the outfield. Gunnar Guile stops at second. Tristan Schaefer stops on home plate, and the Sweets on top 2-0 over the Elks here in the bottom of the second frame. .99 off the bat over into right field. Miller came up with the baseball, then slipped on the field. Third base coach Leo Rivera at first gave him the stopping sign, then saw that and said, Schaefer, take off, get on your horse, and he did. Guile took that opportunity to head to second base, and just like that, up steps Esteban Olazaba. Sweets on top 2-0. Guile a lead over at second, set, and the pitch on the way. Popped up right side of the infield. Makoa Sniffen moves up under it. Makes the play right behind his bag. Out 2. Wind is howling out towards left field. At the start of the year, here at Borleske Stadium, it seemed like every day there was howling wind to left. We haven't got that as much as the summer has continued. In full effect today, though. Scaldaferri steps in, singled his last time up. Gustino set, the pitch on the way. Misses low, 1-0. Just misses the basement of the zone with a heater. Scaldaferri from the right side. Faces Gustino's righty's deal. Pitch on the way. Misses high. Make it 2 balls and no strikes. Sweets trying to add on. Already on top 2-0, looking for the sweep after winning game 1 and game 2 by combined 2 runs. The 2-0. Wave and a miss on a fastball low and away in the dirt. 2-1. Vandenbrink did a good job to slide to his right, kept it in front of him with his bright orange protective wear, keeping Guile at bay over at second as he now takes his lead. Gustino comes set. Kicks and deals on 2-1. Misses low in the dirt. Vandenbrink does another nice job to keep it in front of him. A hitter's count to Scaldaferri, 3 balls and 1 strike. Already singled back in the first frame. Hitting .267 on the year. Is second on the Sweets with 20 RBIs. The 3-1. Misses away, ball 4. Scaldaferri takes the free pass. Runners on first and second. Up steps Dom Cadiz. You know why I mentioned Scaldaferri was second in RBIs? Well, the only guy who has more, Dom Cadiz. 32 compared to Scaldaferri's 20. The West Coast League All-Star steps in. He flew up to short his last time up in a little bit of a cold stretch. 3 for his last 16. with 2 on, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A fastball up and in ties up Cadiz. Dom with his all-white batting gloves, pinwheels his all-white bat as he rests it on his right shoulder. 2 on. Comes set, the 0-1. Misses away with a curveball. Vandenbrink keeps it in front of it. It rolls down the third base line. Racing to third base, Gunnar Guile. Scalafari at second. And there's 2 in scoring position.
Go, Dom, to the fans.
Vandenbrink kept it in front of him. It almost bounced too far in front of him though, as the ball tailed maybe 10 feet down the third base line. Guile then took third. Scalafari said, I might as well take second, why not? Sweets on top, 2-0. Bottom of the second frame, 2 outs. Come set. The 1-1. High fly ball, left side, slowly hooking foul and out of play. 1-2. Dom Gastino still looking for his first strikeout of the game. Gave up 1 run in the first inning. With the bases loaded, weaseled out of a jam. Now with 2 on in scoring position, the Sweets another opportunity to break the scoreboard open. It's already plated 1 across. Gastino shakes off a few signs, now nods his head and comes set at the belt. The pitch on the way. Wave and a miss, strike 3. His first strikeout on the day, a fastball upstairs. Cadiz offers at it, leaves 2 on. The Sweets do get another run across, on top 2-0. On 2 base hits, no errors. We move on to the top of the third on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
In the top of the third inning, Sweets on top 2-0. Hallam's first pitch to Bateau misses inside at the ankles, 1 ball and no strikes. Walla Walla leaves a couple runners on in scoring position for the second straight inning. To get the 1 run across though, the 1-0 is ripped on the ground over towards right. Stuyvesant comes up with it at the ankles, tosses the first in time. Out 1. Hard hit off the bat, 88 miles an hour, just the wrong direction. The 8-hole hitter is coming up for the first time here in the third inning with 1 gone. So you can do the math, but Hallam's gone 7 up, 7 down. Set. Righty steal. Misses high. 1 ball and no strikes. This series absolutely pivotal for the Sweets' success in 2025, and they've welcomed it with open arms. The pitch. High fly ball out towards center field. Schaefer races back into the alleyway in left center, makes the play for out 2. And it's a quick couple of outs. Up steps Benji Solano. Walla Walla came into the series down a 1.5 games to the Bend Elks. After a couple of wins, they now are on top of Bend by a 0.5 game. for that first wild card spot. The Marion Berries now 2.5 back. First pitch on the way to Solano. Misses away with the breaking ball, 1-0. Solano hit in .238 on the season. Went 1 for 3 a couple games ago. Got the off day yesterday. Set. Pitch on the way. Fastball hits the basement of the zone, 0-1. Rather, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Laced out towards left center, racing. Tesaurus makes the play in the sunlight for out 3. Not only is it a 1-2-3 inning, Alum gets under it and out of it in under 10 pitches. Bottom of the third, face the minimum through 3. Sweets on top, 2-0 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. To the bottom of the third inning we go. Sweets on top, 2-0 over the Elks. Drew Albaugh, your play-by-play broadcaster, on the mic. Up steps Nikhil Beasley, batting 5th for Walla Walla. Singled his last time up in the first. Dom Gassino still out there on the hill. The pitch. Blooper out towards left center field, racing under Castellanos. Can't make the play. Jason Miller actually comes up with the ball, the right fielder. And it's Nikhil Beasley with a leadoff base hit. Up steps Isaiah Chacon. Chacon walked his last time up. Hit in .333 on the season, went 1 for 3 in yesterday's ballgame. Isaiah, one of not only the nicest guys on the team, maybe the funniest as well. Always good for a laugh. I'll tell you what, you don't want, as the first pitch on the way, hits the top third with an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Now, on the bus rides, there are 4, 5, 6-hour bus rides over from Oregon to Walla Walla that the Sweets take rather consistently. Nobody out. The pitch on the way, Beasley takes off. Fastball misses away. The throw over to second base. Beasley slides under the tag. Not in time. Now at second base. Usually you don't want to be sitting next to anybody on the bus. You kind of want to relax, get some rest. But if there's anybody you'd want to sit next to, it's Isaiah Chacon. Always cracking jokes. He knows how to poke fun and also take it. The 1-1 misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike. I'm totally fine if someone gives me a few jabs. I can take it. But the thing that I ask for in return is if the person who's given it can also take it. And if it's not a two-way street, then that's where I cut it off. No outs. 2-1. Crackles the inside corner. 2-2. And Chacon can definitely take it. From Houston, Texas, now at Lewis Clark State College, one of the most prolific Division III programs in the entire NCAA. Beasley a lead at second. 2-2. Misses high. That runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Isaiah Chacon batting from the left side. I'll tell you what, he walked his last time up, and that is par for the course. Chacon has 16 walks, just 18 at-bats this season, the 3-2. Up and away, ball 4. Another one for Chacon, and there's 2 on. Up steps Nate Stuyvesant. Rather, he had 16 walks coming into today's game. Back-to-back walks in the first and now in the third inning, and he has as many walks, 18, as official at-bats. Also adds in a couple of hit-by-pitches, so he has 23 passes on the season. Nate Stuyvesant steps in. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Late on a fastball upstairs, 0-1. Stuyvesant came up with the bases loaded back in the first with 2 gone, flew it to left. Chacon at first, Beasley at second. Sweets on top, 2-0 over the Elks. Bottom of the third. Agostino comes set from the stretch, the 0-1. Drips in with a curveball, 0-2. Stuyvesant out of Stanford University. Hit in below the Mendoza line for the first time this season at $1.92. The 0-2 deal is clobbered out towards deep left center field. Castellanos sprinting, dives, and he can't make the play. Nikhil Beasley rounds third. He's headed home and will score. Isaiah Chacon stops at third base. Nate Stuyvesant with an RBI double. And the Sweets on top, 3-0 over the Elks here in the bottom of the third. Stuyvesant rocks a double into the alleyway. Up steps Chris Tesaurus. Man, that's got to feel good. Not only does he get himself a ribby, also just a huge double in a time he's been rather cold. Agostino comes set yet again, now facing off against the lefty Tesaurus. The pitch. Swing and a foul tip in and out of Vandenbrink's glove as he picks it up off the dirt and throws it back to Agostino, 0-1. Still nobody out. 2 in scoring position. Infield now playing in. Outfield shaded over towards the right. Facing off against the lefty bat, Chris Tesaurus. Set at the belt yet again. The stretch, the pitch. Swerves in with a breaking ball down the middle for strike 2. Walla Walla looking for a sweep over the Elks after getting swept by Ben back in early July. Set yet again, the 0-2. Misses inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. On deck, Tristan Schaefer, the 9-hole hitter. He singled his last time up. And then the lineup turns around with Gunnar Guile in the hole. The 1-2. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the day for Agostino, and there's 1 gone. Two in scoring position. Stuyvesant at second, Chacon at third. The righty bat of Tristan Schaefer steps in. Agostino dangles his arm at his right hip like a pendulum, waving back and forth. Now comes set. Kicks and deals. Spins and clips the outer black. Strike 1. A 77-mile-per-hour breaking ball. Sweets have had opportunities to really break this scoreboard open. Back in the first inning, 2 outs, bases loaded. Stuyvesant couldn't come through. A flat to left. The 0-1. Poked back behind the netting and out of play. 0-2. Then in the second inning, with 2 on, and Dom Cadiz, your leader in RBI, is coming up to the plate. He strikes out. Here in the third with 1 gone. 2 runners in scoring position. Tesaurus strikes out. Can Tristan Schaefer change the tune? Agostino gets the sign. From the stretch, the 0-2. Just a little bit outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Schaefer pinwheels with all black bat around, now rests it on his right shoulder, silhouetted by his all-white jersey. Facing off against the 1-2 on the way. Well upstairs, and the count evens up. Isaiah Chacon at third. Stuyvesant at second base with the Sweets on top, 3-0. Here in the bottom of the third. 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Schaefer. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A curveball that just clips the inside corner. Tristan Schaefer late on the swing, seemed to recognize that it was going to fall in and hit the strike zone just a little bit too late, and there's 2 gone. Castino dials up back-to-back strikeouts with 2 in scoring position, and now all of a sudden, Gunnar Giles got to put the ball in play. With nobody out, a runner on third base, your first priority is getting him home. Tesaurus and Schaefer can't come through. And it's up to Gunnar Guile. Now, luckily for the Sweets, Guile is 1 for 1 on the day with a walk. Doubled his last time up. Out of high school, Guile was ranked a top 150 player in the country. Prepped at IMG Academy. Lefty bat, now at the University of Arizona. Highly touted prospect. Faces the first pitch on the way. Misses up and outside. Now, it's not always been that way for Guile. I talked to him a couple weeks ago about, his start in baseball. Said he grew up with his dad, but said there was a point during his last year of Little League where he didn't know if he was going to continue playing past Little League. Told me that the game is really hard. He wasn't sure, the 1-0. Misses low in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. But his dad made him finish out the season and just go for 1 more year out of Little League. Ended up excelling, really catapulted his entire career. Now at the University of Arizona, playing in the West Coast Leagues. Worked out all right for him. That's for sure. 2 outs. The 2-0 deal is grounded over towards first. Gloved Sniffin snuffs it out and steps on his bag for out 3. Sweets leave 2 on. Do scrape 1 run across. It's a familiar story. 1 run in each of the first, second, and third innings. Walla Walla with 2 base hits, no errors. To the top of the 4th, Sweets on top 3-0 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
We roll onwards and upwards to the top of the 4th. Sweets on top 3-0 over the Elks. Up steps Jack Lafitte, the leadoff bat, facing off against Hallam. First pitch clips the inner third with a breaking ball, 0-1. 9 up and 9 down the first time through the lineup with 2 strikeouts. Isaac Hallam rolling out of the Seattle University. Set. Righties deal. Check swing. Did not go around. Breaking ball misses down low, and the count evens up 1-1. From the stretch, the pitch. Poked right back up the middle, and it's the first base hit of the day for the Elks. A slow rolling single into center. Lafitte reaches. Here in the top of the fourth, the Elks have their first base runner of the game as well. Chase Miller steps in from the right side. Taps his all black bat on home plate. Twirls it around a few times. With Lafitte at first, the pitch on the way. Clobber to left side, it hits the chalk. And it rolls into left field, a foul ball. Close call, you could see the chalk spring up into the air as the baseball hit it on the fly. It seemed to be maybe just a touch in front of the third base bag when the baseball first made contact with the turf. Chase Miller has to slowly walk back. Was out in front of 88, up and in. That's impressive. Gotta really put your barrel around, get your foot down early. Nobody out, no balls and one strike. Lafitte, a hearty lead at first base. Wouldn't be surprised if he takes off. Pitch on the way. Grounded, left side, ranges, diving by Olazaba. Foul ball yet again. 0-2. Esteban Olazaba, by all accounts, one of the best defenders I've ever seen. Just an incoming college freshman. Olazaba committed to Cal State Fullerton, originally out of Aquinas High School in Riverside, California. But Esteban Olazaba, listed as perfect game as a mechanically sound defender, and I would say that is more than a fair assessment. In yesterday's ball game, there was a line drive over his head by about 2 feet. I kid you not, Olazaba sprung up maybe 2 feet into the air. He almost got it. 0-2. Swing and a foul tip off Chacon's mask, and we'll do it again. I talked to manager of the Walla Walla Suites, Colby Waterlow, on today's edition of Countdown with Colby. Once again, you can check that out on the Walla Walla Suites YouTube channel if you missed it on our pregame show. Talked to him about Olazaba's glove. He said the main difference that he sees in Olazaba defensively from other guys, spins and fires to first, Lafitte back. Olazaba's always wanting to get the baseball. He's attacking it. He wants the ball to get hit to him. And that's the difference. Some guys are out there anticipating, kind of just waiting for things to happen. The 0-2 deal. Swing and another foul tip back behind the plate. 0-2. Olazaba, on the other hand, he's hoping every pitch something comes up over towards him.
Go, pitcher.
That killer mentality that oftentimes people talk about when you're up at the dish as a hitter, but rarely talk about in the field, yet it's the same thing. Runner on first yet again in Lafitte. The 0-2. Downstairs in the dirt, Chacon keeps it in front of him. Lafitte went maybe a third of the way down the line, opted to head back to first. We'll do it. 1 ball in 2 strikes. Sweets on top 3-0. Here in the top of the fourth, Hallam set. From the stretch, the 1-2. Laced left side through the hole in left field. Tesaurus comes up with the baseball. Back-to-back singles. 2 on from Makoa Sniffen. Just as I said that, Olazaba couldn't make that play. That was sharply hit, 91 off the bat. Hallam set, facing off against Sniffen. 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch. High fly ball out towards left field. It rides the wind for a moment. Tesaurus at the wall, at the track, and it's gone. Holy smokes. That ball was hit high in the air, 42 degrees off the bat, just 94 off the barrel. Sneaks out just over the 359 sign, and we're all tied up at 3 apiece. Nine up, 9 down here in the fourth. It's been a different story. Back-to-back singles. Lafitte laces it into right. Miller, sharply hit ground ball that gets through Scalaferri and Olazaba at the left side of the infield. And then Makoa sniffing a high fly ball out to left. And we're all tied up. Hallam set. Pitch on the way. Ripped into center field. Ryan Vandenbrink has himself a single. Schaefer comes up with the baseball. It's 4 straight knocks for the Elks. And all of a sudden, the atmosphere has changed inside Borleske. After that home run, Isaiah Chacon with his mask off behind the plate kind of threw his hands in the air. You don't really know what to do there. I mean, that ball was hit 1 of 6 off the bat. The home run ball, just 91. It was well struck. The pitch on the way. Misses outside to Matt Dobson, 1-0. Set. The righties deal. Swing and a miss. 78 off the plate. Count evens up 1-1, and we're all evened up 3 apiece in the top of the fourth. Vandenbrink at first takes the lead. The pitch on the way. Chopped up the middle. This could be 2. Scalaferri kicks it. Olazaba now comes up with the ball in the infield grass, but not before Dobson hits first base, and there's 2 on. Scalaferri charged that baseball, maybe with the thought to get 2, forgot to glove it. And manager Colby Wadlow walks out after 5 straight Elks reach a base. 3 score after a home run from Makoa Sniffin. Up steps Teddy Tokai. Well, this has gone certainly a little bit south here on the top of the fourth. Not only is it somewhat, I'm not sure exactly what the right word is to say in this situation, but it somewhat is like, look, the sweets in the first 3 innings, you have the bases loaded, you can't get a run there. In the second inning, 2 on scoring position, can't get a run there. In the third, 2 on scoring position, nobody out. And it's 3 straight putaways. You don't capitalize. You do get just the 1 run across in each of the first 3 frames. But by all accounts, you outplay the Elks in every aspect of the game in the first 3 innings. And then here in the top of the fourth, you blink, and 5 batters later, the Elks are threatening with 2 on and have already plated 3. Tokheim steps in. The meeting is adjourned out on the hill. Pitch on the way from Hallam. Spins in for strike 1. Now, granted, Isaac Hallam's still in a position here to get out of it, keep the score level heading into the bottom of the 4th frame. The 0-1. Flared out towards right center field. Guile ranges, makes the play in the alleyway, throws it into third base, staying at second, Ryan Vandenbrink, and there's a big out number 1. Cannot let the game get away from you here. The Sweets have already swept, rather, the Sweets have already been swept by the Elks back in early July, looking for a sweep against Bend here at Borleske. Now, luckily, in yesterday's bowl game, the Pippins beat the Berries. The Sweets also won, so you gain a game. Now 2.5 up on the outside looking in. First pitch on the way to Castellanos. A little inside-outside blooper. Left field, gets down in front of Tesaurus. He ranges over to his left, makes the play. The throw comes to home, cut off by Olazaba. Vandenbrink steps on the back, and the Elks take the lead 4-3. Dobson over at second base. Brody Batove comes through with a big single. Diego Castellanos now steps up. Flew out to center field his last time up. Quick trip around the West Coast League. The Marion Berries, a narrow 4-3 lead over the Pippins in the top of the 5th. In the top of the 4th frame, the Port Angeles Lefties up 1-0 over the Bellingham Bells over at Civic Field, a low-scoring affair. An even lower-scoring affair, pitch on the way. Crackles over the corner, strike one. Bottom 6, the Corvallis Knights and the Nanaimo Night Owls scoreless. In the bottom of the 3rd frame, another tight contest. Kelowna Falcons and Kamloops North Paws knotted up at 2 apiece. The 0-1. Check swing did not go around on an off-speed pitch, down and inside. And the count evens up 1-1. In the top of the 5th frame between the Ridgefield Raptors and the Cowlitz Blackbears, that game is also scoreless over at Story Field. Top of the 3rd, the Edmonton Riverhawks taking it to the Apple Sox 6-0. The righties deal. Chopped up the middle, Stuyvesant, Fields flips to second for 1, the throw to first, not in time. Castellanos beats it out by a half step. Runners on the corners. And it's overruled as interference. Batove overslides the bag. Call made by home plate umpire, and that will do it. Well, the Sweets get out of it in a somewhat unorthodox way. An interference call. The Elks do plate 4 runs, though, on top 4-3 to the bottom of the 4th on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, your family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family. It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
We reach the top of the 4th inning, and it's a brand new ball game here in Walla Walla with the Sweets now trailing the Elks 4-3. After going 9 up, 9 down, Isaac Hollum gives up a 3-run home run to Makoa Sniffen. One more run tails in as Matt Dobson comes through with a double, and just like that, the Sweets are down by a run. Olazaba steps in, the pitch. Cranked left side, out of play. 0-1. Esteban Olazaba 0 for 2 on the day, 0 for 5 in his Sweets jersey this season. Still looking for his first hit. The righties deal. Misses low and away as the count evens up at 1 apiece. Dom Gastino out on the hill. It hasn't been pretty, but he's got through it. Through 3s, allowed just 3 runs. The 1-1 is cranked out towards left, slicing, out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the thing that's been rather amazing about Dom Gastino's outing today, in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd innings, the Sweets have had runners on 2nd and 3rd. 0 runs. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A curveball inside. Olazaba swings right over it, and there's one gone. Billy Scaldaferri steps in. That's the 4th strikeout of the day for Dom Gustino. Scaldaferri's having himself a day. 1 for 1 with the walk. A single back in the first, was stranded at third. The pitch. High fly ball, shallow, right side of the infield. Vandenbrink moves under it. The catcher makes the play in the dirt. Out 2. Quick 2 gone. Dom Cadiz now steps in. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Cadiz hitless in this series. The first time he's been held hitless through 2 games this entire season. Now, in game number 1, he came in as a pinch hitter, but still somewhat cold the first pitch on the way. Curveball hits the outer third for strike 1. Cadiz 3 for 18 in his last 18 at-bats, with 2 outs. The 0-1. Laced out towards left, diving Jack Lafitte. He can't make the play as the ball slowly trickles into left field. Dom Cadiz rounds first base. He's heading to second. Brady Batove comes up with the baseball. The third to second base. Cadiz slided in. He's safe. A 2-out double. Dom Cadiz, his first base hit of the series, now at second. And up steps Nikhil Beasley with the Sweets trailing 4-3 against the Bend Elks here in the bottom of the 4th. That's the way to get out of a cold stretch. A fastball in at the hands. Cadiz gets that barrel around. 83 off the bat down the chalk. Lafitte just can't come up with it as it scrapes off the end of his leather. Cadiz will be off at the crack of the bat. Nikhil Beasley steps in. 2 for 2 on the day. The pitch. A broken bat flare. Middle of the infield. Benji Solano barehand. The flip to first. In time. What a play. Nikhil Beasley snaps his bat and snaps the dreams of the Sweets here in the bottom of the 4th. Walla Walla trails 4-3 against the Bend Elks on 1 base hit, leaves 1 on, and we'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on
The 9-hole hitter Benji Solano leads us off here in the top of the 5th inning with the Sweets trailing the Elks 4-3. Isaac Hallam out there on the hill yet again. Hallam goes 9 up, 9 down in the first 3 innings. Then in the 4th, faces 8 batters, gives up a 3-run home run to the 3-hole hitter Makoa Sniffen. And just like that, the scoreboard has flipped around with the Sweets now trailing the Elks. Benji Solano actually the only batter that didn't come to the plate. Now up at the dish, he lined out to left field his last time up. A slight delay out on the field. Not sure exactly why, but we'll get through it, don't worry. Everyone kind of just pacing around the field, waiting for something to happen. There continues to be some sort. There continues fire out on the field. Where the other one is, I'm not too sure. Maybe he had to go to the bathroom. Who knows? When nature calls, you gotta go. Again, just speculating here. Well, the delay continues. No one seems to be knowing what's happening. We've gone through an entire song and another one's playing here in the stadium. All right, Sweets. Trail the Elks 4-3, and I got to kill some time. One of the two umpires is completely gone. Everyone's kind of looking over down towards left field, over in the Edwards Moore clubhouse. There continues to be a delay as Isaac Allen's arm continues to wane out on the hill. Well, this leads me to say a funny story, so I'll say it. I was with my grandma this weekend. Rather, this week. It sounded like the weekend as, there you go, field umpire starts to stroll back out on the field. I was with my grandma and she told me a funny story where when I was a kid, apparently, there was a time where I sprinted in from the house. She was watching me and my sister. Sprinted in, and the first thing I told her, I didn't even say anything else, I said, I have to go to timeout chair now. So I went out over to the timeout chair and sat in the corner for 10 plus minutes. Hallam now set, chest, the pitch on the way. Roped on the ground right side, foul ball, 0-1. And I went and I sit over in the timeout chair, didn't tell my grandma why. My sister never said anything. And she finally confronted me about it today and said she didn't want to ever ask me, and now she did, and I forgot it. What I even did wrong, the 0-1. Chopped on the ground, right side, Stuyvesant, fields, in the grass, flips to first. It gets past Nikhil Beasley, Isaiah Chacon on the back up. Gonna go down as a base hit. Benji Solano might have beat it either way. Stuyvesant did a nice job ranging glove side, sliding past the cut of the grass in, shallow-ish right field. From his knees, he threw to first base. Beasley can't backhand it. The throw might have been a tick late anyways. Up steps Lafitte, the pitch. Clips the outer corner, strike one. A 79-mile-per-hour curveball. Lafitte, the leadoff bat for the Elks. 1 for 2 on the day. He led off what ended up being a catastrophic top of the fourth, where the Elks scrape across 4 runs. Time on the field's called. And it's going to go down as a pitch clock violation, but for the batter, Jack Lafitte. He wasn't set in time. Hallam is now the 0-2. Laced to left, out of play. A rocket shot off the barrel of the bat. Lafitte can't straighten it out. With Benji Solano at first. Takes his lead. No outs, the 0-2. Solano takes off. Another one is rocketed on the ground to left field, and another one is foul. Solano has to go back over to first. Solano, the speedy shortstop for the Elks. Hallam set at the chest. Swivels the stretch. Instead, the throw goes over to first base. Diving back safely, Benji Solano. The 0-2 deal. clobbered out towards right field. Guile sprints, makes the play. The back pick to first. Back safely, Benji Solano. Playing with fire over at first, and there's one gone.
All right, fielder number 13, Jace Miller.
Jace Miller steps in. Solano surprisingly still searching for his first stolen base of the season over at first. Up steps Miller. The righty bat twirls around his all-black bat around a few times. Hallam set. The throw goes back to first. Once again, Benji Solano dives back safely. Wind starts to die down. It's still blowing out towards left, just not as hard as it was maybe even just last inning. First pitch. Misses outside with a heater. 1-0. Sun continuing to fall closer towards the horizon down the right field line. The kick and deal. Inside. 2-0. The Diamonds now in pretty much 100% shade coverage. Maybe a couple of spots of sunlight out in center field. Spins, twirls, and throws to first. Benji Solano back safely yet again. Nikhil Beasley doesn't even bother laying down a tag. Sweets looking for the sweep against the Bend Elks. With one gone. Kicks and deals. Misses low and away. 3 balls and no strikes. Tesaurus in left, Schaefer in center, Guile in right, shaded a touch to left field. The 3-0 deal. Solano takes off, fastball misses outside, ball 4. Would have gotten over to second base either way. It does not go down as a stolen base. So he's still searching for his first stolen bag, but there is 2 on, and up steps Makoa Sniffen. Last time Sniffen came up with 2 on, he homered out towards left field in the 4th inning. Isaac Hallam looking for revenge. The righties deal. Another one is hit high and deep out towards left field. You can kiss it goodbye. It's back-to-back jacks for Makoa Sniffen. Contributes for 6 of the Elks' 7 runs on top 7-3 over the Sweets. Top of the 5th. Came into the game with 3 home runs. That was a no-doubt shot. 95 off the bat. He now has 5 as he claps, gives high fives to his teammates, and walks back in the dugout. Up steps Ryan Vandenbrink. Snap your fingers and imagine a world without Makoa Sniffen. Well, that world has the Sweets on top 3-1. He's accounted for 6 runs. 2 3-run home runs. The pitch to Vandenbrink. Swirls away 1-0. This reminds me of a game that the Sweets played against the Portland Pickles. In game number 1, Walla Walla narrowly lost, but there was one guy that really beat him, the 1-0. Fastball misses away, 2 balls and no strikes at 89 miles an hour. It was Nakoa Moses Gamera out on the hill and had a pretty good start, all things considered, except for Josh Schleichart, the West Coast League homers leader. Pitch on the way, swerves and hits the outer third, off speed for strike 1. Schleichart went deep not once, but twice against Nakoa. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And if Schleichart didn't go deep, the Sweets would have won that ball game as well. This time, it's Makoa Sniffen with a couple of home runs. With 1 out, Vandenbrink from the right side. The pitch. Misses away. Count runs full. The Elks now in cruise control on top 7-3. Set. From the stretch, the payoff. Check swing on a curveball down in the dirt. He went around, strike 3. A sword strikeout for Isaac Hallam. His first K since the second inning. His third of the day. Matt Dobson steps up. Dobson singled in the first, or the fourth inning rather. Struck out swinging in the second. Kicks and deals. Wave and a miss, strike 1. Dobson hitting .338 on the season. Went 2 for 3 in yesterday's ball game. Did not play in game 1. The 0-1. Swing and a foul tip. It hits the netting behind home plate for strike 2. 2 outs, nobody on. Sweets trail the Elks 7-3, a 3-run home run from Makoa Sniffen. Breaks the scoreboard wide open. Hallam set. The 0-2 deal. Swing and a miss, strike 3. After giving up the 3-run shot, Hallam back-to-back strikeouts. And that ends the top of the 5th inning. On 2 base hits, 1 big homer, no errors. We hit the bottom of the 5th. Sweets trail 7-3 on the Walla Walla Sweets digital network.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
New pitcher out on the hill for the Elks, the expected starter after a 4-inning opener from Dom Gastino as Kyler Picosa comes set here in the bottom of the 5th. The first pitch hits the outer edge for strike 1. The Sweets trailing the Elks 7-3. Picosa working with a 3.15 ERA as he comes set. Kicks and deals. Misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Picosa in 25 2/3 innings pitched, 24 strikeouts, a K for 9, just below 9. 19 walks. The 1-1 deal. Swing and a miss. Chacon can't catch up to 90 on the outer third. 1-2. 6, 7, 8. Chacon, Stuyvesant, and Tesauris up for the Sweets. Here in the bottom of the 5th, the 1-2. Lace to left, out of play. It bangs up against the netting, and we'll do it again. Sweets were on top 3-0 entering the 4th inning. It was a 3-run home run by Makoa Sniffen to pull the Elks level. The 1-2. Another one is ripped over to left field. This slices out of play.
You only see that about once every 5 years.
So we'll do it again on 1 and 2. Then in the 5th inning, with 2 on, a familiar story. Makoa Sniffen homers to left field. His 5th homer of the season, 2nd of the day. Another 3-run shot, and the Elks on top 7-3. Bottom of the 5th, no outs, nobody on the pitch. Misses outside with another fastball, and the count evens up at 2-2. Chacon twirls his all-black bat around as he places it on his left shoulder. Now elevates it as he's ready for the 2-2 deal. Froze him, strike 3. Fastball down at the basement of the zone. 1 gone.
Second baseman number 7, Nate Stuyvesant.
Isaiah Chacon's retired. Up steps Nate Stuyvesant. 1 for 2 on the day. A double in the 3rd frame. Flew out to left field. Back in the 1st. Pitch on the way. A slow roller left side, out of play. 0-1. Stuyvesant came into the game hitting under the Mendoza line for the first time this season. Went 0 for 4 in yesterday's ball game. The 0-1 pitch. A high drive out towards left field. Brady Batove looks back, looks up, and it's gone. Nate Stuyvesant gives the Sweets a spark here in the top of the 5th. And the Sweets now trail the Elks 7-4. Stuyvesant's first home run in West Coast League action here in 2025. And the Sweets now pull closer, down 3. Up steps Chris DeSoris, 96 miles an hour off the bat. The righty's deal. Slice to left on the ground, out of play for strike 1. Tesaurus batting from the left side. Nate Stuyvesant having himself a day, 2 for 3. The pitch. Chopped right back up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Solano fields, fires on the run, in time, out 2. Solano ranged glove side. That baseball had a chance at just scooting up the middle into center. Solano, a sure-handed shortstop. Shows the value in defense, and there's 2 gone. Up steps Tristan Schaefer. He's 1 for 2 on the day. A single and a stolen base back in the 2nd. Struck out swinging in the 3rd. Righty's deal. Misses high with a heater, 1-0. Sweets down but not out. It's a good start. 1 run in the bottom of the 5th, down 7-4. 2 outs, nobody on the pitch. Curveball dances in for strike 1. Hits the upper 3rd down the middle, 1-1. Schaefer batting from the right side, facing off against the righty arm. The pitch. A slow blooper out towards left, ranges back. Batove can't make the play as Solano had to watch that baseball fall just a few feet in front of him. And there's a runner on. Lineup turns around for Gunnar Guile. Talk about a time to go deep. Gunnar Guile has the power. We've seen it a few times. Most notably back in Bend in early July. Took a baseball deep out to right field. And when I say deep, I mean it. Crushed it out to the road. Just shy of 400 feet. I mean, he tanked it. Since then, the power department has not been there for Guile. 2 outs. The pitch on the way. Swinging a foul ball back behind the netting and out of play for strike 1. Guile with 2 homers on the season. His last home run came against Bent. The pitch on the way. Down low, ball one. Schaefer went a third of the way up the line. Sprints back to first with 2 outs. Sweets trail 7-4. Bottom of the 5th. Schaefer, a big lead at first. He already stole a bag back in the 2nd. The 1-1 deal. Down low, Guile patiently awaits his pitch. Now ahead 2-1. Giles 1 for 2 on the day with a walk in the 1st, came around to score, a double in the 2nd. From the stretch, the 2-1. Schaefer takes off. Fastball down the middle for strike 2. The throw over to second base. Got him. Schaefer head first slide gets beat to the bag. And that's how the 5th inning ends. The Sweets do get 1 run on 2 base hits. A huge homer from Nate Stuyvesant, his first of the year. To the top of the 6th, Sweets trail 7-4 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework.
We roll on to the top of the 6th inning, the bottom of the 5th, a home run from Nate Stuyvesant. Walla Walla now trails Bend 7-4. And a new pitcher out on the hill, Alec Waddell, his first appearance in a Sweets jersey. He comes set. The pitch on the way to Tokheim is fouled back into the netting for strike 1. Waddell out of Golden West College. Set the belts, kicks and deals. Spins high for ball 1. Taking over for Isaac Hallam. Gets through 5. With 4 strikeouts, gives up 7 runs. 6 of them earned. The 1-1. High fly ball out towards right center field. Moving under it, Gunnar Guile. Camps and makes the play high above his head for out number 1. Had an opportunity to talk to Alec Waddell on Players Roundup today. If you want to see that full interview, go check out on our Walla Walla Sweets YouTube channel. Super nice guy. We did a baseball feelings draft, so I gave him 5 baseball feelings, something that happens out on the diamond as Brody Patove steps in. The pitch, a swing and a miss, 83 low and away for strike 1. And he had to rank them 1 through 5 without knowing what comes next. The 0-1 deal. Curveball drips in as it clips the outer third for strike 2. His number 1 answer was a no-hitter. The best feeling in baseball, and I don't know how you can argue with that. Number 2 is a homer, the 0-2. Check swing foul ball as it slowly is tapped down the left field line in foul territory, and we'll do it again. His worst feeling was getting hit by a pitch. I tried to give him the argument that, well, you get hit by a pitch, you got to take a base. He didn't want to hear it. The 0-2. Caught him looking, strike 3 on the upper outside corner. Alec Waddell's first strikeout with the Sweets. Welcome to Walla Walla. A quick start to the 6th. Diego Castellano steps in. Comes set, kicks and deals. Misses away with the curveball, 1-0. Waddell working with a fastball, changeup, curveball, and a slider that he recently developed just a couple of months ago. Now credits it as his put-away pitch, the 1-0. There is the slider, and it's belted high into the sky. A rainmaker to right, foul territory. Moving under it, Nate Stuyvesant, the second baseman. He makes the play on the other side of the chalk, out 3. An easy 1-2-3, top of the 6th. The Sweets turn. In the bottom of the frame, Walla Walla trails Ben 7-4 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
We hit the bottom of the 6th inning. The Sweets trailed the Elks 7-4 as Gunnar Giles steps back into the ditch. Stepped in back in the bottom, or rather, yes, the bottom of the 5th inning. I double-crossed myself there. Worked a 2-2 count before Tristan Schaefer was out trying to steal a bag at second. Bacoza's set. The righty's deal. Misses way high, and I mean, that was not close. You could have stacked another strike zone on top of the already existing strike zone, and that still misses high. (1-0) from Bacoza. Roped out towards center field. Castellanos ranges, can't make the play. The ball drops right in front of his knees. Takes it on a hop and throws it in. Guile, a single in the 6th. Up steps Esteban Olazaba. Olazaba 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out swinging back in the 4th frame. Still looking for his first base hit in a Sweets jersey. 0 for 6 on the season. Batting from the right side, standing at just 5'9". The pitch. Low and away, 1-0. Of course, baseball players range, and you look at Jose Altuve. I still think that might be the biggest mystery in all of sports, how Jose Altuve is on pace to have, close to the 1-0 pitch, swing and a foul ball off the bat of Olazaba. 1-1. On pace to have 2,500 base hits. You know, if he really continues, he could get close to 3,000, and he's also doing it while being a power bat at 5'6". And he really uses every single pound to his advantage. Guile, a lead at first. The 1-1, he takes off. Squeezed out towards right field, down for a base hit. Guile around second base, the throw to third, tag applied, gunned him down. Jace Miller throws a frozen rope, and there's one gone. That was cannoned from right. I don't blame Guile for trying to take an extra bag there. He was already off on the crack of the bat. Jace Miller apparently has a right arm that's made out of titanium. That was a dart. Up steps Scaldaferri with the runner on first. One gone. Throw over to first base. Olazaba dives back safely. There's Olazaba's very first base hit with the Sweets. Now 1 for 4 in the day. Billy Scaldaferri 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch. Laced left side through the infield and into left field. Another base hit for Scaldaferri, his second single of the day. He's reached 3 times. Everything's, of course, catch-22, but Gunnar Guile tries to stretch, goes first to third. If he didn't do that, there would have been bases loaded at this point with Dom Cadiz stepping in, but that's neither here nor there as Cadiz steps in. And out steps Vandenbrink behind the plate. He's going to walk out and talk it up with Bacoza. A nice pitch that Scaldaferri got his bat to, 90 miles an hour, inner corner. Sometimes you just got to put your hands together and say, hey, it's a nice base hit. Scaldaferri continues to have a nice season, heading above 270 on the year. Dom Cadiz, on the other hand, hitting north of 350. He doubled his last time up, 1 for 3 on the day, 1 for 7 in the series. Scaldaferri, 18 years old, incoming freshman out of UCLA. Bacoza gets the sign from Vandenbrink. Comes set. Right at the letters. The pitch on the way. Jumps on a fastball. It's tapped left side over towards short. Solano goes to second. The ball gets past Mott Dobson and into right field. Rounding third base and heading home, Esteban Olazaba. And the Sweets trail the Elks 7-5. Scaldaferri now at second base. Cadiz at first. A stroke of luck is going to go down as an E6. And up steps Nikhil Beasley. He's 2 for 3 on the day. The Sweets clawing back. Now down 7-5 in the bottom of the 6th frame. Bacoza set. The righties deal to the righty bat of Beasley on the way. Up and away for ball 1. Scaldaferri, some speed over at second. Cadiz at first. Sun continuing to set down the right field line. Right above the horizon as you can see the edges of the sky start to turn into a shade of pink. 1 out, the 1-0. Swirls in for strike 1. Goes with a breaking ball, middle. Nikhil Beasley represents the go-ahead run. 1 out, a ball and a strike. Pitch on the way. A wave and a miss. Caught him with an off speed on the outer third. Strike 2.
Go 1-3, come on, hard yeah.
1 gone. This is a pivotal at bat. Isaiah Chacon on deck. He's 0 for 1 on the day with 2 walks. Nate Stuyvesant in the hole, 2 for 3. He homered his last time up. 1 out. The 1-2 deal. Swing and a foul ball back behind the plate, and we'll do it again. Beasley out of Sacramento State University. teammates with Tanner Kern, who was with the Sweets all the way up until yesterday. He was with Walla Walla since day one. He leaves after committing to a school, the University of San Diego. Always holds a special place here at Walla Walla. 1 out, the 1-2. Wave and a miss, strike 3. 81 top rail. Beasley swings right under it. 2 gone.
Protector number 25, Isaiah Chacon.
Big spot here for Isaiah Chacon.
Keep it going.
The Sweets have plated 1 here in the 6th. Walla Walla has not hung a crooked number yet. 1 run in the 1st, in the 2nd, in the 3rd. Took a break in the 4th. The pitch on the way. Misses outside with a fastball, 1-0. In the 5th across, and then here in the 6th, there's 2 on. Just haven't had that big base hit to break the scoreboard open. With Nate Stuyvesant on deck, swinging a hot bat today. 2 outs. The 1-0. Misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Chacon ahead. Doing what he does best. Getting ahead in the count. Has more walks than at-bats this season. 2 outs. 2 on. The 2-0. Misses inside at the ankles. A curveball for ball 3. Chacon just continues to put himself in leverage positions and with a count that favors himself. 3-0. Needs a strike from the stretch. The pitch on the way. And he gets it with a heater low and away. Just clips the corner for strike 1. Green light means go. 3 balls and 1 strike. The hitter's count here to Isaiah Chacon. Still without a home run this season. Represents the go-ahead run at the dish. Cadiz at first. Scalafari at second. The 3-1. A hard hit ball back behind the plate and out of play as it bounces off the netting and into the second row. A few fans all look by their feet. All of a sudden, 3-1 turns into 3-2. A full count. With 2 on. Sweets trails 7-5. Bottom of the 6th. 2 outs. The payoff pitch. Runners take off. Another swing and a fouled ball back into the netting. We'll do it again. Stuyvesant on deck. Isaiah Chacon hitting .333 on the season. Went 1 for 3 in yesterday's ball game. A base hit could be huge with a speedy Scalafari up at second. Set. Payoff pitch yet again. A cue shot up the middle. Solano fields it. The throw to first in time. Out 3. The Sweets leave 2 on. Do scrape 1 across. That big base hit has not come yet for Walla Walla, but they stay in the game. Down 7-5 on 3 base hits. Top of the 7th on the other side on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
We roll onwards and upwards. Top of the 7th, Sweets trails 7-5 against the Bend Elks. Alec Waddell still out there on the hill. Took over for Isaac Hallam last inning. Up steps Benji Solano, the 9-hole hitter. Batting from the left side as he pinwheels his black bat around a few times. Set the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Solano out of his shoes. Singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2 on the day. The pitch. Hits the lower outside corner. And the count evens up at 1-1. Hallam nods his head. Pitch on the way from Waddell. A flare. Left side. Scout LaFerre can't come up with it, and it drops in left center for a base hit. Thesaurus comes up with the baseball. Solano leads off the bottom, or rather, the top of the 7th with a knock. Top of the lineup turns around. Jack Lafitte. The 5th frame started this exact way as well. Benji Solano gets on with a single. Then Jack Lafitte came up. He flew out. The pitch on the way. Shows bunt. Gets it down. First base side. Slowly trickles foul. Strike one. After Lafitte, Jace Miller were to walk. And then Makoa sniffing. The Sweets killer today. His second 3-run home run of the game. 6 RBIs. In just today's ball game. Solano a lead at first. Waddell comes set. The pitch. Shows bunt yet again. This time he does get it down. Waddell comes up with the baseball. Doesn't even bother looking at second base. Flips to first in time as Beasley squeezes for out 2. Out 1, rather.
All right, go to number 13, Chase Miller.
Chase Miller steps up. 1 for 2 on the day. Walked back in the 5th frame, hitting .370 on the year. Comes set. With Solano at second, the pitch. Misses inside. Let's take a quick trip into the MLB. The Mariners on top of the Angels 3-1. Was deadlocked for a while there as the Angels were on top 1-0. Then a 3-run top of the 5th. Next pitch misses high, 2-0. Julio Rodriguez comes up with a big home run, and Randy Arozarena. Follows the big news that Josh Naylor is heading over towards the M's. A big trade. That's kind of the first domino in this trade deadline. 1 out, the 2-0. Scrapes the outer edge with a fastball. Strike 1. Now, there's no such thing as a trade deadline in the West Coast League. That would be kind of cool, though. It's more just, can you survive the last few weeks of the year when you start to see arms leaving, guys getting ready to go back to school? Got to be prepared for those types of things. With 1 out, infield shaded to the left, the 2-1. Misses away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Goes with the breaking ball. Makoa sniffing on deck. Took a trip to the MLB, so why don't we go to the West Coast League as well? In the top of the 7th, the most important scoreline, the Varies. On top 7-4 over the Pippins. Well on their way to a victory. We'll have to keep an eye on that baseball game, though. Top of the 6th, the Bellingham Bells trail the Port Angeles Lefties 3-2. Tied up between the Nanaimo Night Owls and the Corvallis Knights 2-2. Second half still technically alive for the Sweets. An outside chance to take that. So a win from the Night Owls would help that out. North Paws on top 3-2 over the Falcons. Black Bears and Raptors deadlocked at 0-0 in the top of the 8th. Riverhawks on top 6-0 over the Apple Sox, top of the 7th. And in the bottom of the 4th, the Springfield Drifters up 3-2 over the Pickles. One out. After a quick meeting out on the hill, Waddell comes set. The pitch. Popped, right field, slicing, moving under at Beasley, and he can't make the play as it drops in foul territory just in front of the netting for strike 2. So a full count here to Miller. Solano at second. Sweets trails 7-5 against the Bend Elks. Here in the top of the 7th inning, the sun has set down the right field line. Out in the horizon, skyline, a beautiful shade of pink. The hook. Makoa Sniffen steps up with, get this, 2 on. I mean, you can't draw this up any better. Makoa Sniffen hits 2 3-run home runs, and yet again, Sniffen comes up with 2 on. He's feeling himself. We'll have to see what happens. Both of his home runs came against the arm of Isaac Hallam. Waddell now out on the hill. The pitch on the way. Hard hit, left field, ranging, and one bounces the wall. Tesaurus comes up with it, rounding third base and heading home, Benji Solano. Miller races to third. It's a double for Makoa Sniffen. 2-run score. He's been absolutely torching the Swedes. That was just shy of his third 3-run shot. Instead, it's just a measly double. He accounts for 7 of the Elks' 8 runs. 2 on in scoring position. Up steps Ryan Vandenbrink. Holy smokes. He is absolutely torching the Swedes. Pitch on the way. Curveball laces the outer edge for strike 1. I'll tell you what, when a guy's hot, they're hot. And you don't see it, as often as you do in a sport like basketball. Pretty routinely, 2 or 3 times a game, you see a guy just go off for 8 or 9 points in 30 seconds. Kicks and deals. Misses away 1-1. In baseball, maybe once or twice a week on either side do you see a guy just absolutely go off in one game. But when they do, you can practically see the flames rolling off their bat. The 1-1. Just a tick high. 2 balls and 1 strike. With 2 on in scoring position, Sweets trail 8-5. Still very much a contest, but with 1 gone. Alec Waddell out on the hills got a lock in here to Ryan Vandenbrink. Behind 2 balls and 1 strike. The kick, the deal. Top of the zone curveball, strike 2. Credits his slider as his put-away pitch. Usually you don't mix a curveball in the next pitch. You go with the slider. We'll have to see if he tries to set him up with a fastball first, then goes with the slider low and away. The 2-2. Swing and another foul ball back into the netting. He goes with another curveball. We'll see how many times he goes to that well. With 2 on, Sweets trail 8-5, top of the 7th. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We've seen Walla Walla climb out of holes not only this series, but all season long. But it's happened in both game 1 and 2, the 2-2. Up and inside, there's the fastball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. In game 1, Walla Walla down 5-1, ended up winning after a 5-run 6th. In game number 2, down 3-1 and came back. 1 out. Set. With 2 on, the payoff. Just gets a piece of it as it's fouled back into the screen. We'll do it again on 3-2. 1 out. Miller at third, Sniffen at second. The pitch. Popped up. This is going to stay in the infield. Olazaba calls everyone off. Makes the play. Out 2. His hat went flying off as he ranged into foul territory, letting his dark brown locks flow behind his head. With 2 gone, up steps Matt Dobson. A critical out number 2. With a runner at third, most likely a base hit's going to be needed to score. Miller over at third base as Dobson steps in 1 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Singled back in the 4th. The pitch. Just a little bit away. 1-0. Sweets at the bottom of the lineup. 7-8-9. Stuyvesant leading off Walla Walla after the stretch. Trying to keep the Elks lead at just 3. The 1-0. Popped up, back behind the screen, out of play. 1-1. Sky continues to fade into a beautiful shade of pink. It starts as a bright blue above the players' heads, and the closer you get to the horizon, the more pink it gets. 2 outs. The 1-1. Misses low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fastball just off the black. Waddell holds the baseball in his right palm behind his right thigh. Now comes set at the belt. Kicks and deals. Laced out towards left. Hooking. Foul. Just out in front of a 70-mile-an-hour changeup down low. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Matt Dobson. Hitting .335 on the season. 2 for 3 in yesterday's ball game. The 2-2. Right back up the middle, past Waddell and into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. Sniffen gets the wave. Schaefer can't come up with the baseball in center field. 2 run score, and there is the timely hit that the Elks were searching for. Doubling up the Sweets 10-5. Waddell was inches away from snaring that himself. The middle of the infield was wide open with Scalaferri shaded over towards third. Just like that, the Elks on top 10-5, top of the 7. Up steps Teddy Tokai. First pitch misses inside. It almost clips him in at the shoulder. Gets out of the way, so it's just a ball, 1-0. Skips in low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Tokheim 0 for 3 on the day, hitting .154 on the season. Righty's deal on 2-0. Misses away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to Tokheim. The Seattle, Washington native incoming freshman. Waddell gets the sign from Chacon and comes set. The 3-0. Curveball spins in, hits the top third for strike 1. The Elks plate 3 runs in the 7th. Now on top by 5. The 3-1. High fly ball out towards left field. Ranging, Scalaferri makes the play. Out 3. That does it in the 7th inning, but the Elks do get 3 runs across on 2 base hits. We'll be back right after this. Enjoy the 7th inning stretch on the Walla Walla Suites Digital Network.
The last call for Silvers up the beer garden. Oh, right field Snyder House and the home plate window. This is the last call for alcohol this evening.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Hey, you home?
Moving on for the three. The second baseman, number 7.
After the stretch, we hit the bottom of the 7th inning. The Sweets trail the Elks 10-5. Up steps Nate Stuyvesant, the 7-hole hitter for the Sweets. Bacoz is still out there on the hill for the Elks. He comes set. The pitch on the way. A high fly ball out towards left field. Ranging back, Brady Batove at the track, reaches up, and it's off the top of the wall. Stuyvesant rolls around first base. He heads into second. His 3rd extra base hit of the day. 2nd double, and there's a runner in scoring position as Chris Tesaurus steps up. Stuyvesant crushes it out towards left. 41 degrees off the bat, just a little bit too high in the sky to creep it over the wall down the left field line. Definitely had a chance. Batove jumped up against the wall. If he had a freeze frame, he was plastered against it. Up steps Chris Tesaurus, the lefty bat, facing the righty Bacoza, and Bacoza steps off. Vandenbrink runs out there. Gonna have a quick conversation. Well, the Elks scrape 3 runs across in the top of the 7th. A huge double by who else but Makoa Sniffen. In the 4th inning, a 3-run home run. In the 5th inning, also a 3-run shot. And in the 7th, he settled for an RBI double, counting for 7 of the Elks' 10 runs. Bacoza and Vandenbrink's meeting is done. Comes set. The righty's deal. Swing and a foul tip back into Vandenbrink's glove. Strike 1. Sky continues to darken here in Walla Walla. Lights are shining bright. Wind howling out towards left field. Set. The 0-1. Poked on the ground, right back up the middle. Solano has a tough time fielding it, loses it at his feet. Tesaurus ranges to first base without a throw. Runners on the corners, scorched off the bat, 105-mile-an-hour exit velocity. And there's 2 on for Tristan Schaefer, the 9-hole hitter. Goes down as an E6. Schaefer's 2 for 3 on the day. Came into today's game with just 1 base hit on the season. Now hitting .085 on the year. Pitch on the way. Yanked off the plate with a fastball. 1-0. Runners on the corners. The Swedes trying to claw their way back into this game, down 10-5 in the bottom of the 7th. Tesaurus a lead at first. The 1-0. Poked right back up the middle. A high bouncer. Bacoza comes up with it. The throw to first in time. Out 1. Tesaurus reaches second. Stuyvesant stays put at third. Top of the lineup as Gunnar Geil strolls in. Geil 2 for 3 on the day with the walk. A single in the 6th, doubled in the 2nd. Came into the game hitting below the Mendoza line. the lefty bat out of the University of Arizona, starting to turn up the burners here against the Elks in game number 3. Sweets looking for a sweep with 1 out. Bacoza set. The pitch. A slow roller, right side of the infield. Dobson fields it at the ankles, flips to first base in time. Stuyvesant touches home, and the Sweets now down 10-6 in the bottom of the 7th. Christosaurus also moves up over to third base, and Esteban Olazaba steps in. So Guile does his job with the runner on third. Now it's Olazaba's turn. Singled his last time up in the 6th, his first base hit in the Sweets jersey. The pitch. Fouled back, strike 1. Olazaba taps his all-black bat on home plate, twirls it around, and places it on his right shoulder. Faces the 0-1. Fastball yanked away off the plate. Count evens up 1-1. Bacoza's heater clocking in at 90 miles an hour. From the stretch, the 1-1. Swing and a foul tip in and out of Vandenbrink's glove. Olazaba in a 1-ball, 2-strike hole with 2 outs. Sweets trail 10-6. Bottom of the 7th frame. Already scraped across 1 run. The Sweets have not hung a crooked number this entire game. The 1-2. Fouled back over the screen, and we'll do it again. Walla Walla scrapes 1 run across in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 6th innings, and now 1 here in the 7th. They took an inning off in the 4th. The 1-2. Tapped right back up the middle. Bacoza comes up with the baseball, fires the first. A back pick by Sniffen, snuffs it out in time, out 3. The Sweets leave 1 on at third. Do scrape 1 across, now down 10-6. On a couple of base hits, we roll on to the top of the 8th on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
We roll onwards and upwards to the top of the 8th inning. Sweets trailed the Elks 10-6. A new pitcher out on the mound for the Sweets, Paxton Fenberg, the righty arm out of Edmonds Community College. Up steps Brody Batove. The pitch whistled over the outer edge for strike 1. Batove 1 for 3 on the day in the windup, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fenberg goes with a 76-mile-per-hour curveball downstairs. Credits that as his put-away pitch. No outs. In the motion. The 0-2. Misses outside with another breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 deal. Misses low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fenberg out of Kirkland, Washington. So I go to school in Syracuse, New York, which is quite a while from the great state of Washington. The pitch. A wave and a miss. Strike 3. Another breaking ball dotted up on the inside downstairs corner. Batove swings right over it. Out 1. And whenever not necessarily me, but if one of my friends is eating something from Costco's Kirkland brand, they have no clue that Kirkland is actually a real place in Washington. Most people don't know as the first pitch to Castellanos is shot out towards center, right in front of Tristan Schaefer and down for a base hit. Of course, Costco originally from Washington State, and Kirkland brand based off of Kirkland, Washington. It's not just some name. So one time, one of my friends, they were making microwave popcorn with the Kirkland branded popcorn. And he said, Kirkland brand's the best, blah, blah, blah. 1 out. Pitch on the way. Swirls low in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. And we got in a debate if Kirkland is a place in Washington. I said, my brother, I live 45 minutes away from Kirkland. I'm pretty sure it's real. We then looked it up on our phone, and yes, of course it's a real place. And Paxton Fenberg is from Kirkland. So there you go. You can put him in Costco. 1 out. Castellanos at first. The pitch to Solano. Castellanos takes off. The throw up the line to second. Trevor T gets the baseball wrung out of his glove on the slide. The baseball now trickles into left center field. Castellanos gets to third. Trevor T was arguing that on the slide, the baseball got taken out of his glove. With the Elks on top 10-6, another runner at third. Benji Solano, 2 for 3 on the day with 2 base hits. 2 balls and no strikes. Fenberg set. Whips his right arm around the pitch. A cue shot right back up the middle. Trevor T fields at the ankles, whips it to first base in time. Trevor T, by the way, takes over at short for Billy Scaldaferri.
Now batting, their third baseman, number 18, Jack Lafitte.
With 2 gone. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Up steps Jack Lafitte. 1 for 4 on the day, a single in the 4th inning. The pitch. Swing and his bat goes flying down the left field line. A foul ball back behind and into the netting. 0-2. The Elks now on top 11-6 over the Sweets. This game slowly getting out of hand. Walla Walla has had their fair share of chances. Just hasn't capitalized. 1 run in 6 innings. Has not hung a crooked number. Walla Walla actually out-hitting the Elks. 12 hits to 11. Also playing cleaner baseball. The Elks with 3 errors to the Sweets 1. the 0-2. Swing and another ball just off the end of the bat of Jack Lafitte. We'll do it again on 0-2. Fenberg gets the sign from the chest. The windup, the 0-2. Rip to right, slicing out of play. Over into the sweet spot down the right field line. So we'll do it again on 0-2. Sky continues to darken, now a deep shade of blue. Trees silhouetted by the sky. Out in left, center, and right. The 0-2. Lace to left, a curveball, the yanked foul. And we'll do it again. Fenberg looking for that put-away pitch. With 2 gone, nobody on. Elks a commanding 11-6 lead over the Sweets in the series finale. Walla Walla already wrapped up the series with a win yesterday. Looking for a sweep. Gonna need a comeback. 2 outs, the 0-2. Misses low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Any saving grace. The Corvallis Knights did lose today. 3-2 against the Nanaimo Night Owls. The pitch misses outside 2-2. The other side of the thing is the Marion Berries doubling up the Yakima Valley Pippins on top 8-4. So the Sweets is going to get catapulted by the Elks if the scoreline does stay the same. The 2-2 is hard hit left field down for a base hit. Tesaurus fields it at its knees. Throws it back in. Jack Lafitte wears out Fenberg. A single with 2 gone. So if everything stays the same as what the scorelines indicate, and there's no super close game, now of course the Sweets have shown they can come back, down 11-6, but that's not too big of a hole for Walla Walla to mount. But if everything stays the same, the Sweets would be a half game back on the Elks for the first wild card spot. They would hold the second wild card spot. Pitch on the way from Fenberg to Jace Miller. Cued right side out of play for strike 1. And they would be a game and a half up on the Bend Elks. Rather, on the Marion Berries. A half game back of the Bend Elks. So a game and a half up on 2 outs, the 0-1. Misses away, 1 ball and 1 strike. And what assuredly up until this point is going to be the biggest series of the season. And this was a big one as well. The Sweets take full advantage of it, winning at least 2 of 3, a chance to sweep. 2 outs, the 1-1. Rocketed down the left field line, out of play, foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. On the other end of things, Walla Walla is having a chance to go up a game and a half on the Elks. When everything is so tight and everyone's playing everybody, each game matters. 2 outs. From the stretch, the 1-2. Slow roller, right side, ranging, glove side, Nate Stuyvesant, he loses it for a moment, plucks it out of the sky with his bare hand, and tosses the first in time. Saves an error, and that is out number 3. The Elks on top 11-6 over the Walla Walla Sweets. After 7.5 innings, the Sweets trail 5. We head to the bottom of the 8th on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students.
The Sweets have some work to do in the bottom of the 8th inning. Down 11-6. As Trevor T steps in for the first time, taking over for Billy Scaldaferri out at short. Trevor T swinging a hot bat. Couple of hits yesterday, couple of hits in game number 1 as well. Batting from the right side, the infielder out of Colorado Mesa University. Faces the first pitch on the way. Hits the top of the zone, 89 for strike 1. Bacosa comes set with nobody out, the 0-1. Swing and a foul ball back behind into the screen. Trevor T jumped out of the dish. He wanted that one back, 87. Upper third. Not right down the middle, but Trevor T would have liked to have that one back. Hunt in the heater. Nobody out. The 0-2. Just gets a piece of it as it's tapped down the left field line. Foul. A breaking ball swerved way off the plate. Trevor T does a good job just to get his barrel to it. All right, barrel might be a little bit of an exaggeration. Gets the end of the bat to it. 0-2. No outs. Sweets really testing their comeback skills here. Down 11-6, bottom of the 8th. Nobody on. The pitch misses well away in the other batter's box for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Wind howling out towards left field. The sky continues to turn into a deep shade of blue, bordering on black. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch misses away. In that Yakima Valley Pippins game, the Pips have scraped 1 run across in the top of the 9th, their last chance. The 2-2. Fastball whipped up and in for ball 3. Now, there are 2 outs with nobody on, so we'll have to see what comes of that. The Pippins would have to have a serious comeback. Never say never, though. Come set, nobody out, nobody on base. The payoff. Swing and a foul ball back behind the netting. T battling out there in the dish. Trevor hitting .276 on the season. Leads the Sweets in 135 at-bats. The 3-2 yet again. Another one driven to the right field line and foul. Trevor T making Bacosa work out there with no outs. Steps in. Bacosa shakes off a few pitches. The best count in baseball. 3-2. Down and away, ball 4. Trevor T works a walk. The Sweets have a base runner here in the 8th. Up steps Dom Cadiz. Cadiz 1 for 4 on the day, reached on an E6 in the 6th inning. Doubled in the 4th. Leading the Sweets with a .353 batting average. T, a speedy base runner over at first. He has 8 stolen bags. The pitch misses away 1-0. The only Sweets with more, Landon Young with 12, Cole Rogers with 14. Both get the off day. The 1-0 deal. Drips in the inside third for strike 1, goes with the curveball. Dom Cadiz twirls his all-white bat around, plastered by his white batting gloves. Looking like a chameleon trying to bend and blend in. The 1-1. Popped right side, up and over the screen, out of play. A few kids all go running for the baseball. That one went into the trees. They're going to have to go digging. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I've done some rather crazy things for some baseballs as well when I was a kid. I remember one time over at T-Mobile Park, the stadium for the Seattle Mariners. No outs, the 1-2. Misses well away with a fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sweets trail the Elks 11-6, bottom of the 8th. There was a ball hit in batting practice. I showed up early to try to get a ball. And it was gone, but it just missed the seats. There's this little gap, and there's netting that's kind of right under it that catches the baseballs, the 2-2. A blooper out towards left center. Castellanos ranges and makes the play at his right shoulder, out number 1. T still at first. Up steps Nikhil Beasley. So that baseball was just lying there. I had to be, I was pushing 5 feet, maybe 5'2". I had a late growth spurt. So I'm reaching over the edge trying to get this baseball. And I kid you not, I start to get tipped over the rail. I'm now looking down at the baseball. I grab it, the pitch on the way. Rocketed to right, slicing out of play and over the bright blue bleachers that line the right field line. 0-1. I do get the baseball, but I was close to going head first down maybe 15 feet in between the crevice of the wall and the seats, the 0-1. An inside-out flare, right field, out of play. It bounds off the concourse. 0-2. So shout out my friend Levi Couvert. Who knows? Potentially might have saved some injuries there. 1 out. Sweets trail 11-6, bottom of the 8th. Trevor T at first, facing off with Nikhil Beasley at the dish. Bacoza still out on the hill. The 0-2. Misses away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kyler Bacoza, the listed expected starter, instead went with an opener as Gastino went 4 innings. 1 out. The 1-2, T takes off. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The throw over to second base. Not in time. Vandenbrink threw that ball and just got over the mound, kind of skipped in, maybe 4 or 5 bounces before hitting second base. Up steps Isaiah Chacon with 2 gone. Chacon 0-2 on the day, but he's doing what he does best, I guess you could say. 2 walks. Come set, 2 outs. The pitch. Misses inside, 1-0. Chacon with 18 walks on the season. He has just 20 at-bats total. One of the best guys in the West Coast League. Also has been plunked a couple of times. The 1-0. Misses low and away, 2 balls and no strikes. This would be quite impressive if Trevor T can find a way to get home, because then the Sweets would have yet another 1-run inning. They've done that 6 times today, and the Sweets trail 11-6, so you do the math. Walla Walla not hanging a crooked number yet, the 2-0. Inside, and Chacon, I don't know how he does it. 3 balls and no strikes. I mean, it's somewhat miraculous. Even in his last at-bat, where he grounded out to short, also worked a 3-0 count. Here we go. Set. The 3-0. Right down the middle. 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck, Nate Stuyvesant. 3 for 4 in the day with 3 extra base hits, including a home run back in the 5th for his first homer of the season. If he gets a chance to come up with 2 on, you never know. This game could be different. Hitters count 3-1. T, a lead at second. The pitch. Misses inside. Chacon, yet another walk. Number 19 on the season. His 3rd of the day. It's getting ridiculous at this point. So it's Trevor T at second. He worked a walk to open up this frame, and Nate Stuyvesant up at the dish prompts a meeting out on the mound. Jeff Brown, pitching coach for the Elks, talking it up with Bacoza. Brown dancing between, he has lots of experience. Actually started out of college. He holds, I believe it's the second most inning pitched in the University of Washington's history. Then he goes and plays with the Perth Heat in Australia out of college. They win an Australian baseball championship. Jeff Brown, one of their pivotal arms out of the pen, then comes back to the States, is in the Dodgers minor league system, was playing for the Seattle Cheney Studs, a summer ball team, just for the love of the game. And now he's the pitching coach for the Bend Elks. His conversation ends with Bacoza. Out on the hill, he places his leather at his left thigh. Gets the sign, in comes set. 2 on. Sweets trail 11-6. Bottom of the 8th, the pitch. Popped up, back behind the plate, and out of play. 0-1. Sweets want any chance to get back into this ball game. This is it, with 2 gone. Stuyvesant swinging a hot bat, 3 for 4 on the day with 2 doubles and a homer. His first of the year out to left. Wind is still swirling to left field. 2 outs. The 0-1 misses away, and the count evens up. 1 ball and 1 strike. When you start to see, guys go on these absolute tears, oftentimes you see them chase those off-speed pitches out of the zone because they're just feeling so hot. You can kind of equate it to a guy that hits a couple of threes and then pulls up from half court. Stuyvesant doesn't there. The 1-1. Another one is flailed back behind the screen and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 on. T at second. He's been there for a while. Chacon at first. Sweets down by 5. Bacoza comes set. The stretch, the pitch. Misses away. A 90-mile-per-hour heater. Bacoza not feeling it. Depleted out there on the hill. If anything, we've seen his velocity tick up since his first appearance in the 5th. From the stretch, the 2-2. Misses away, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Chris Tesaurus on deck, still searching for his first base hit in a Sweets jersey. If Stuyvesant could reach, it could not come at a better time with the bases loaded. Bacoza leans in, gets the sign, shakes off a couple pitches, now nods his head and comes set. Takes a peek at second. The 3-2. Chopped down the left field line, bouncing, fielded by Lafitte. The toss across the diamond, not in time. Stuyvesant just beats it, and the bases are loaded for Chris Tesaurus. All right, well, all you ask for is a chance, and the Sweets have just that here in the 8th. Down by 5, Walla Walla has been searching for a big base hit all game long. Back in the first inning, the base is loaded, 2 outs, nothing comes up. Second inning, 2 on, scoring position, 1 out, nada. Third inning, 2 on, scoring position, no outs, not a run. The pitch. Down in the dirt, ball 1. Vandenbrink keeps it in front of him. Can the new kid on the block, Chris Tesaurus, come up and get his first base hit of the season with the bases juiced? Walla Walla trying to steal a game from the Elks. T at third. Chacon at second. Stuyvesant at first. 2 outs. Sweets down 11-6. Bottom of the 8th. The 0-1. Misses inside at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tesaurus. Longtime friends with Billy Scaldaferri, saying, come on over, play for the Sweets. That's exactly what he did. Joined the clubhouse on Tuesday, got immediately thrusted into the lineup, designated hitter for games 1 and 2. Out in left field today for the first time, the 1-1. Laced out towards left, this is way out of play as it bangs off the top of the BP batter's cage. 1 ball and 2 strikes. DeSoris 0 for 4 on the day. Struck out swinging back in the 3rd, reached on an E6 in the 7th. Nobody warming up for the Elks down the right field line. Takes a couple of practice swings, waves it around, gets ready. So does Picosa. The 1-2. Low and away. A borderline pitch that just missed the zone, 89-mile-per-hour fastball. Count evens up at 2-2 with 2 gone. Can Picosa strand a few more Sweets runners? For the 3-1. A high fly, left field, out of play. Up and out of the zone, DeSoris somehow gets his barrel to it. And with 3 balls and 2 strikes, Isaiah Chacon at second swirls his hands in a motion that says we are off at first movement. A well-placed base hit could score 3. A homer would put this to just a 1-run game. Sweets down 11-6, bottom of the 8th, 2 outs, the 3-2. A slow roller, left side over towards 3rd. Jack Lafitte touches the base. Not in time. Isaiah Chacon was off on first movement, beat it out, a bang-bang play, and the Sweets down 11-7 in the bottom of the 8th. Up steps Tristan Schaefer. He represents the tying run. That's going to go down as a base hit for DeSoris. His first on the year, not super hard hit, and relied on Chacon to get a great read at second. Was sprinted down the line, a perfect slide. So the Sweets now down 11-7, bottom of the 8th. Schaefer steps in. 2 for 4 on the day. 2 outs, bases juice, the pitch. Fastball tickles the outer edge at 89, 0-1. Schaefer comes into the ballgame with just 1 base hit. He's going to leave tonight with at least 3. Looking for his 4th, the 0-1. Flared out towards right, out of play as it goes over the netting and hits the very top of the bleachers. Over at section A, first strike 2. So Schaefer's in an early hole. The Sweets still looking to cash in. You get the 1 run with the bases loaded, which, by the way, is now the 7th inning that the Sweets have scored 1 run. Can they hang a crooked number? 0-2. Misses high. Goes with the breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. You're not going to get another opportunity like this. Top of the lineup on tap with Gunnar Geil on deck, the leadoff man. Tesaurus at first. Stuyvesant at second. Chacon at 3rd. Sweets down by 4. The pitch. A high ball off the turf. Solano fields and flips to second in time. The big base hit does not come for the Sweets. They leave 3 on. And the Sweets now down 11-7, bottom of the 8th. Turns into the top of the 9th. We'll take a break on the Walla Walla Sweets digital network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Top of the ninth, Sweets trail the Elks 11-7 in a series finale. Ben trying to take 1 of 3 against the Sweets. Walla Walla opened up the series with a 1-run win. In yesterday's ball game, a 1-run victory as well. In today's contest, the Sweets scrape across 7 runs, but the storyline has been just 1 run in 7 innings. Has not hung a crooked number. Owen Godinez steps out on the hill. The lefty arm, incoming freshman at Whitman College. Comes set, pitch on the way. Fastball skips in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Makoa Sniffin, it's been red hot. 3 for 4 in the day, a double and 2 homers. The 1-0. Chopped left side, it bounces foul territory just to the left of the chalk. 1 ball and 1 strike. Makoa Sniffin, 7 RBIs on the season, or rather not on the season, on the day. 7 ribbies. It's been the difference as the Sweets trail 11-7 in the top of the ninth. Set at the belt, the 1-1. Misses away. 81, just a tick outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Owen Godinez, despite being on the team for pretty much the entirety of July, has not pitched since June 22nd. It's been over a month. No outs, the 2-1. Misses down in the dirt, 3 balls and 1 strike. He holds a 15 ERA and 6 innings pitched. His last time out goes 1 inning against the Pippins, gives up 2 earned. As the Sweets won that ball game 19-7. Went off offensively, the 3-1. Crackles over the corner for strike 2. Sniffin was already walking out over towards first. Godinez trying to get Sniffin out. Something that no pitcher for the Sweets has been able to say since the first inning with Isaac Hallam. No outs, the payoff. Swing and a foul ball right side. It bangs off the very top of the facade down the right field line. Those blue bleachers might have chipped some paint with that one. Count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on, Sweets down 11-7. Godinez steps off. For all you Mariner fans, there are some good news. In the bottom of the ninth, the Sweets, rather, it's a pitch on the way. Misses low and away, ball 4. The Mariners on top 4-2 over the Angels. So there's 1 on, and up steps Ryan Vandenbrink. Vandenbrink 1 for 4 in the day, a single and scored in the 4th. Heading 208 on the season. Swings his all black bat around. The pitch. Sniffin takes off. The throw over to second base. It skips off his own head. and stays right at the edge of the outfield grass as T comes up with it. Sniffen stops at second with a stolen base. 1 ball and no strikes to Vandenbrink. Godinez leans in the southpaw. He comes set. The lefties deal. Misses down and in. It 5 holes Chacon's legs. Back behind, right in front of the backstop. He comes up with the ball, but not before Koa Sniffen reaches third. Sniffen's 16th stolen base of the season, by the way. Getting it done not just offensively in the power category, but also out on the base paths. The 2-0. Laced on the ground, up the middle, and through for a base hit. Sniffen touches home. Ryan Vandenbrink comes in with an RBI single, and the Swedes now trail the Elks 12-7, top of the ninth.
Second baseman number 22, Matt Dobson.
Up steps Matt Dobson. Dobson, 2 for 4 in the day with 2 strikeouts. The pitch. Misses high and outside, 1-0. One of Dobson's 2 strikeouts came back in the 5th frame. It was a sword strikeout, meaning it was a check swing that he just barely went around, called for strike 3. The 1-0. Hits the ceiling of the zone, 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, if anyone knows how to take score, you know that for a strikeout looking, it's a backwards K. Strikeout swinging, the 1-1, is popped right side of the infield, racing over Nate Stuyvesant. He makes the play in shallow right, out number 1. A strikeout swinging is just a regular K, but there's nothing for a sword strikeout. So I put it down in my scorebook. I put a K without as big of, that top angle going towards the right. I don't know if I'm describing that right. It's just like a little bit smaller. I don't know why. I don't know how. The pitch. Dances in for strike 1. Something else that I was thinking about, you just could just draw a sword right in front of it. Doesn't take all too long. I'll do it right now. There you go. 1 out, the 0-1. Misses down in the dirt. Chacon can't come up with it. Vandenbrink reaches second. Up at the dish for the Elks, Wynn Gurney, the incoming freshman, committed to Oregon State University. The 1-1. Skied back behind the netting and out of play. 1-2. What's a crackle? Asked in the chat. Crackle is like a sound. Snap, crackle, pop. Rice Krispie Treats, one of the best slogans. Snap, crackle, pop. The 1-2. Misses low and away. So when I say crackled over the corner, that means it's kind of breaking the edge with a crackle. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I also like it because it's alliteration. Crackled corner. 1 out. The 2-2 deal. High fly, left field, not enough on it, and into the bullpen, out of play. 2-2. Maybe my next time I should say snapped over the outer edge. Popped down the popped down the pipe. I like that. Any other suggestions, feel free. Godinez set. Runner on second, 1 out. The 2-2 misses low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. When Gurney twirls his bat around, bright yellow batting gloves, you can see it from a mile away. The payoff. Down in the dirt, ball 4, Chacon shields it. Keeps Vandenbrink at second. Brody Batove steps up with 2 on.
Well, let's go to number 41, Brody Batove.
Win Gurney at first, Vandenbrink at second. The lefty bat Batove steps in, 1 for 4 in the day with a couple of strikeouts, a single in the 4th. A lefty on lefty matchup. The pitch. Misses inside. Chacon can't squeeze it. He comes up with the ball. The throw over to second base. Tag applied. Got him. 2 gone. When Gurney tries to skate over to second base, Chacon was not having that. A free out. Quick meeting out on the mound. Isaiah Chacon and Owen Godinez talk it up. The Sweets are out hitting the Elks still. 14 hits to 13. Walla Walla has had no short of base hits. It's been the timely hits that's escaped them. Meeting's adjourned. Godinez set at the belt. The Southpaws deal. Misses away with a 70-mile-per-hour breaking ball, 1-0. The Sweets have 1 run in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. It sounds like a joke, but I'm not kidding. The 2-0. Misses away. 3 balls and no strikes to Batove. Castellanos on deck. Vandenbrink at third. Sweets trail 12-7. From the chest. 3-0. Swing and a miss. Out in front of a 79-mile-per-hour breaking ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Sky, all black. The sun has been set for quite a while now. 2 outs. The 3-1. Popped up out towards center field. Schaefer races a hair back to his right and makes the play for out 3. Owen Godinez gives up just the 1 run. Sweets have some work to do in the bottom of the 9th inning. 1 base hit and 1 run for the Elks in the top of the 9th. 5 runs are going to be needed for the Sweets. Can they get it done? Find out right here on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Top of the ninth, Sweets trail the Elks 12-7. 5 runs are needed. Here in the bottom of the ninth inning, after the Elks scrape one across, Gunnar Guile steps in, pitch on the way. Fastball whipped up and outside for ball number 1. Kyler Bacoza is still out there on the hill. Bacoza and Gustino have gone the whole way. Gustino the first 4, the latter 5 for Bacoza, the 1-0. Misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Here to Gunnar Guile, the lefty bat. Having himself a nice day. 3 for 5, an RBI, the 2-0. Misses away with a fastball, 3 balls and no strikes. Those Sweets have left 13 runners in scoring position on base today. Trail 12-7, the 3-0. Misses outside, ball 4. Guile strolls on over to first base. Walla Walla needs base runners, so that's a good start. On 4 pitches. Is a pitcher warming up down the right field line for the Elks, the first guy out of the pen this entire day, if you consider Bacoza was listed as the probable starter. Up steps Esteban Olazaba, 1 for 5 on the day, a single and scored in the 6th. The deal. Up high, ball 1, a pump fake throw to first. Guile dirties the jersey back safely. Sweets hoping for a huge comeback, down by 5. Guile, a lead at first, the 1-0. Spins in with a curveball, inner third for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Trevor T on deck, Dom Cadiz in the hole. From the stretch, the 1-1. Misses up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Nanaimo Night Owls end up beating the Corvallis Knights 3-2, so the Swedes don't lose any ground if the scoreline stays the same here in the 9th. As far as the second half standings are concerned, the 2-1. Chopped left side, foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Where they do lose ground is against the Marion Berries. Would be only a game and a half up over Marion. They'd also, of course, lose ground against the Bend Elks. They'd flip-flop positions with Walla Walla down a half game. Currently a half game up on Bend. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The righties deal. High fly ball, left field, turned on, foul. We'll do it again on 2-2. Cowlitz Black Bears in 10 innings ended up beating the Ridgefield Raptors 1-0. A pitcher's duel. Guile a lead at first. Nobody out. Sweets down 12-7. The 2-2. Rip to right, slicing out of play. And we'll do it again. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, the last chance for the Sweets. Top of the lineup, Gunnar Guile gets on base, the 2-hole hitter Esteban Olazaba. Making Bacoza work for it. Trevor T on deck, Cadiz in the hole. He comes set. Swivels. 2-2. Poked right back up the middle. Solano steps on second for 1. To first, in time. Out 2. A 6-3 double play. He stepped on the bag himself. And the Sweets are down to their final out. Well, there pretty much goes the comeback chances. Of course, there's always a chance in baseball. You need 27 outs. But with 2 gone and nobody on here in the bottom of the 9th, the Sweets trail the Elks 12-7. Set at the belt. The righties deal. Hits the outer third, strike 1. 2 outs, the 0-1 pitch. Misses high. Count evens up 1-1 with the Sweets down by 5 runs, bottom of the 9th. This one is all about done and dusted. You can hear the fat lady starting to sing down the left field line if you really listen close. 2 outs, the 1-1. Catches the inside black, strike 2, and the Sweets are down to their final strike. The 1-2. Swing and a foul tip. Stays alive, and so does the Walla Walla Sweets here on a Thursday evening. Tomorrow, first pitch, 6:35 p.m. Marion Barry's coming to town, which should be potentially the biggest series of the season. The 1-2. Fouled back. We'll do it again on 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Sweets in the midst of a playoff push. Walla Walla has not seen postseason action since 2019. Would have just a game and a half up on the Berries after tonight. The 1-2. Chopped over towards third. This should do it. Instead, it eats up Jack Lafitte and bounces into left field. And the happiest person in the ballpark is Dom Cadiz. He gets one more at bat with T at first on an E5. Sweets down by 5, 12-7. A spark of life for the Sweets with a runner on first. Comes set. The pitch to Dom. Runner takes off. T gets in a second base for his 9th steal of the year as a strike clips the outer edge. T pads the stats just a hair. Can't blame the guy. Dom Cadiz, a little bounce back performance today. A big double back in the 4th. The 0-1. Just hits the outside edge. Strike 2. Pinwheels is all white bat. The Sweets down to their final strike yet again in the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs. From the stretch, the pitch. Swing and a foul ball. Just gets off the end of Cadiz's bat and trickles down the first base line. Here we go. 0-2 yet again. The Cozy gets the sign. The Elks have used just 2 pitchers this entire game. Limited arms in the bullpen. Made it work. The 0-2. Wave and a miss. Strike 3. Cadiz goes down swinging to end the ball game. And the Sweets get knocked off by the Elks 12-7 in a series finale that left a lot to be desired. The Sweets leave 13 runners in scoring position. Scored 1 run in 7 separate frames. Never hung a crooked number. And the Sweets finished the game losing by 5 despite out-hitting the Elks 14-13. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. The 6-game homestand continues tomorrow night against the Marion Berries. Christmas in July should be a fun one. If you want to see Santa Claus, if you want to see a potential Sweets win against the Marion Berries, who are breathing down their neck, just a game and a half back, well, this is the place to be. Borleske Stadium. Come down to the ballpark. But if you don't, make sure to tune into the broadcast. We start at 6:15 with our Walla Walla Sweets pregame show. Starts us off with Countdown with Colby and our Players Roundup. If you missed Countdown with Colby or Players Roundup with Alec Weber today, go check it out on our Walla Walla Sweets YouTube channel. And for everybody still hanging around, make sure to subscribe down below. It helps us out. It's free to you. And you get all our content all season long. The Sweets half game back on the Elks for that first wild card spot. Still maintain that second wild card spot with 12 games to go. 3 games against the Marion Berries. A game and a half lead. Getting down to the nitty-gritty. Thanks so much, everybody. For Drew Albaugh and everybody else behind the scenes saying so long and good night. From Walla Walla, Washington, the Sweets lose against the Bend Elks